Hello? Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Actually, it's on. Welcome back to Metrunner Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is, my best guess would be the 26th of April. Feeling pretty confident about it. I'm not even gonna double check. How's everyone doing? Yeah, what up, Kyle? How you doing? Figure out the Saturday decks. We have a pseudo store championship. Distort. Did I not say April? Did I say March? Fucking hell, I said March. The date, the number's good though, right? I said March? It's April. Rob, also, what's up? We have a store championship facsimile on Saturday, starting at registration at 11:30. You might want to join up if you're from this neighborhood. It's a good thing to do. Yeah, that's right. This is my low-tech way to talk about it. Notepad has a link here. It reads out to 2, lowercase r, lowercase y, 7, uppercase y, lowercase j, uppercase r. If you jam that into Discord, you'll enter a group. So that'll be fun. We'll be excited to have you. The winner gets $10 worth of value, not actually money, because you can go to our store championship and the entry will be comped. Isn't that cool? We're gonna actually postpone our store championship till whenever that is the thing we can do, but till now. See you on Saturday, maybe. We'll be streaming it. It'll be fun. One of them. Also, Brandon needs an oracle on Saturday for Dan's tournament. Oh, no way. Okay. Does he have one? Can you do that virtually? Your face is in the way of what you typed. Are you fucking kidding me? That's that's Jeff. That's why I read it out. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Thank you. By the way, Jeff, how's it going? Jeremy, what's up? Don't run into opponents. You need to remember social distancing. That's actually very true. Hopefully we keep our safe distance. That again is discord.gg/2 lowercase r lowercase y. I can't make this. Can I actually make this font bigger? That's probably good for mobile. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know you could do that on Notepad. That's so much better. Check that out. Oh, fuck. Check that out. You can join that. That'd be cool. Normally it'd be me. I'm piloting for him on JNet. Okay. Does he have someone lined up? Like, is there anyone in Torsog that can get that done? I'm going to be casting, so maybe I could do one on stream, but it's difficult. That's really cool. Cool. What do we got today? We got a deck list of the week. This is actually a list we've played before. Also, there's like 40 games on JNet right now, which is buck wild. I reckon we all understand why that is. This is an Edward Ken Tenma deck that we actually played on stream, I think on Sunday. Had a fair bit of fun with it. Card draw, not a great, I don't think. We actually never played a single copy of Swift, even though it's obviously very good. You can get a free click a turn. We just never got to it. But otherwise, we're pretty happy with it. It was fun. I think we pulled through across like acid spam, across non-acid spam decks. There's some pretty good aggression. Getting early in Maker's Eyes are good. I think we'll play one of these before we go on and move and do our own stuff. If you're just tuning in, how's it going? Hopefully your Thursday is going okay. If you're watching the VOD, hopefully your time. I'm imagining, is everybody inside? I'm assuming everyone's inside. Which is weird because I live on a street that's actually pretty busy, and at all hours there's a lot of cars, and there's no way that everyone's a doctor or a nurse. I guess people still do work at a lot of places that need to be open, but like the amount of traffic isn't that much worse than... It's weird. Anywho, what's going on? This is the Ken Tenma list. So looking at it really quick, we have a lot of run events. We have public terminals, so we can play them for free and sometimes make money off Ken's ability, which is first time you make a run event or play a run event each turn, you gain a credit, which is great. We have a fair few bit of run events. Bravado, a new one, very, very strong. Deuces Wild can make a run, but not a run event itself. We have Dirty Laundry, Diversion of Funds, 2 Embezzles, which are a bit tricky to land, but we can do it. Single Inside Job, I wish we had more of these. These cards are very, very good. Double Legwork for some multi-axis gamble, and then Maker's Eye is our R&D axis. And that's, we actually don't have that many run events. I'm surprised how many events that we have that aren't runs. I guess it's Blueberry, Deuces. Blueberries, I guess, are card draw, but it's kind of more like a filtered card draw card than a real card draw card, the way I see it. We don't have any of the standard good criminal stuff. We don't have any like drip economy, no pad tap, no dirty daily cast. We have no class act, not even Oracle May, which sometimes shows up in decks that are like this heavy on one type of card type. And then we have some breakers, and that's largely it. I got quarantined because my store's truck driver could have had corona 4 days, no symptoms, cross his finger. Noticed a little less traffic where I live at least. Yeah, it hasn't changed that much. I hope everything's okay, Jeremy. Hey, Andre, what's up? I'm a misspin an hour behind and able to catch these streams live. This is the same Ken deck as Sunday. Yeah, I think we're just going to play one of them. It is the exact same Ken deck from Sunday. There's a lot of people playing online. After that, we're going to build a deck. I believe we're going to be playing Tag Me tonight because that's something I don't think we've visited since they've banned Liza. And I think it's still pretty possible. Somebody who has similar kind of ability to Liza is Hoshiko. Hoshiko's good. Criminal is also still fine. 419 is still fine. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. How you doing, Betray? I miss being an hour behind. What changes? We're gonna mute this. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. 1 second. It was since Sunday. Let me just change the deck. There you go. So one thing we struggle with this deck is the fact that Amina is our only decoder. We don't have Passport and anything cheaper, so it's actually kind of difficult to get your code gate down early and run. We're against Argus Security. We actually do have Film Critic, which is really good in the matchup because we don't have to deal with Argus's ability, which says when you steal an agenda, either take a tag or suffer 2 meat damage. That's pretty strong. Otherwise, the thing we always have to respect is like False Lead, which we don't have counters to when it comes to the hard-hitting news, besides just having a lot of money. We have a fair few econ cards in our deck. Unfortunately, none of these are econ cards on turn 1 besides Embezzle, but generally against a criminal, a lot of times you want to ice HQ. Bravado only works if they ice a server, so not particularly amazing, but a lot of the face checks against Wayland are actually pretty palatable. We're going to go mulligan this as good as the Film Critic is, and there you go. That's probably a lot better. We do have the diversion if they don't ice HQ for some reason, which would probably be really bad for them. They did mulligan. Hopefully they don't have any ice. I don't know. Oh, daylight savings. I'm in Ireland, so this weekend we got an hour ahead, which I'm not happy about. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess different parts of the world do that at a different time, huh? We've lost ours, or we gained the hour forward. It was like, what? Maybe last month? I was under the assumption that people are going to stop doing the daylight saving things because it doesn't really matter to the majority of people anymore. It's actually pretty fine if we just Bravado HQ to see what it is. Like, worst case, it's an Afshar. We still gain 2 credits and they res. They do have too much money, though. Maybe we'll start with a Deuce as Wild to get a gamble or something. We'll draw 2 cards first. No gamble. Gain 3. We could Makers, but it is scary if we hit multiple agendas, let alone snares. We have to deal with the Argus ability. And so much of our economy is tied down with interacting with them. It actually can be pretty difficult to play some of our econ cards. And let alone if we need to get through an Afshar, like we need to play Amina and then get through, which is very difficult in a matchup that could just hard-hitting use us. We have to run an ice server. Let's go HQ. So I'm assuming Afshar. It's usually Afshar. We got our credit from Ken's ability. First run a turn. They mulligan too, which is good, but they do have a shit ton of money. And IPO honestly isn't that common in all these Argus decks. Oh, it's a border control. That's fine. That's actually really hard for us to deal with in terms of like you can't divert through it. Maybe we can get Embezzle to pop the border control ability and then go from there. But we're going to make some money off of this. They're going to get 1. Losing the hour sucks. Can we just keep the hour back a bit? That 1 hour extra sleep is so good. It is actually like, obviously losing the hour of sleep is pretty bad, but now, if I'm not mistaken, it is brighter earlier, which feels good. We know pads up, we have no way to capitalize on that, so we just need a Croter. I don't want to show that we have Film Critic this early. Embezzle's also really strong in the matchup because of cards like hard-hitting news, economic warfare, stuff like that. Once we get Film Critic down, we could consider Maker's Eyeing next turn. I don't want to show that we have this though, but there's no other card in our hand that's like particularly playable. We have 1 special order to find a Corroder, otherwise we have to just draw for it. It's pretty awkward. I guess we'll show we're on Critic. Like next year we're getting rid of it in Europe at least, I think. Oh shit, that's official. Hell yeah. I'm okay with this. I'll keep the chat log going. So good draws here. Like we have to click to draw a fair bit in our deck. We actually have no clickless card draw besides deuces and diesel. So the click compression of Swift can be pretty favorable. We were talking before about putting Anacam in this deck as like a pseudo card draw card, but when we're spending like 6 influence on 2 copies, I feel like we can just use Swift and then get that extra click and draw anyways, because we have enough run events to probably play 1 a turn. And this is why I love Inside Job and Ken decks. Like you can pressure this pretty consistently. They're never safe. They're never safe. Oh, okay, now they're safe. Also, like Leave No Trace. I love that card. Leave No Trace this remote is so fun. Where we pay 1 credit. They have to choose to res or not. And it gets deresed. Draw last click. Not always optimal. So ideally we can use the Embezzle to pop the border control and then divert into it after. Let's draw once for Corroder. We have a Laundry. I think we can just Laundry R&D. It might be better than Maker's Eye. This is 4 credits. If we see a bunch of agendas here, it's kind of bad. We might as well take 1 here. They could Fire Snare. Yo, Tim, what's up? Would it make sense to run DreamNet considering how much running you're doing? I think it totally would. I like DreamNet a fair bit. It's a prize sec. I think we'd rather trash that here. I agree with that. We can run again for an Axis. We've already run once, so we're weak to hard-hitting news and economic warfare. If we find an SDS drone deployment and SSL, anything big, we can film critic it and avoid the attacks anyways on Argus. It's a HPT, so of course they're on hard-hitting news. They want us to be tagged. I'm assuming they have hard-hitting news. It's not just like hope Prisec fucks them up. I guess we click for a credit. Man, we have so many run events that we want to keep them. But yeah, I really do love DreamNet. I think it just basically replaces Masanori in almost every modern deck. So we know they have in hand a high-profile target. That's the only card we know. Probably don't have ice considering they just put 3 on the table and we know they didn't draw 1. So the Maker's Eye might just go through here. Nero, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. It's your Thursday. So best deck, top deck here is to get a Corroder. Could be an agenda. Atlas with counters is obviously pretty terrifying because they can pull all their combo pieces and they generally need multiple cards in hand to threaten or to punish a run, let alone the tag punishment. They do have the tag punishment. This could be a Rashida, could just be a Prisec or a Snare. I don't honestly know what this is. They only have 2 cards in hand, so if we do end up with an Embezzle, we can make sure we hit a high-profile target. In fact, they only have a high-profile target in hand. I don't know what the fuck that is. That could be my bed for a Tool Tour, who knows. That's a Swift. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go for a Maker's Eye for 1 credit. Seeing 3 could be scary. We died to double snare. Good luck us. We get a click back though, which is really nice with the Swift. Card from deck. TBTF. They can't play that now. They can draw it, I guess. Afshar, okay. And Data Raven. Not great. And we could actually just Bravado Server 1. What could be bad here? What do we end up with a tag? Surveyor would be an issue. I actually think the Surveyor, we don't die, do we? No, because they're not drawing a high profile target. What are they drawing? A TBTF? I think we could just click for a credit. They can't really hard-hitting news us here. Like, we know that they don't have it in hand. We know they're 2 cards in hand. So this being Rashida's an issue. We already got our value from Bravado. Maybe we can hold it off. If anything, we could run this, but if this is a snare, we end with a tag and they trash our film critic. I guess we're scared about, like, Contract Killer. We could lose our critic. We have another in the deck, but I don't know what this is. It probably is a Rashida somewhere. I don't know what the fuck Server 2 is. They have HPT in hand. Yeah, that's the only card they have in hand, and so they're going to draw into TBTF. Too big to fail here. Now, if the Rashida changes that, they actually draw into a fair bit of ice. We don't have any good way of dealing with Data Raven besides a single inside job. Afshar is also such a problem. It is a fucking Rashida. We could have just gone and trashed that. This feels so bad. They get 3 credits and they just draw into a bunch of ice. And they break R&D lock. They draw an unknown card. I'm really scared to run this because this doesn't make any sense. I guess this must be an agenda or a Prisec, but I don't know why, if it was a Prisec, why you wouldn't install on top of it. That's terrible. Trashing that's huge when they had 1 card in hand. And now what? It's an Afshar and HQ, Data Raven, and R&D. At least we can like Bravado into the Data Raven pretty harmlessly. I think the turn will Bravado into this, maybe clear 2 tags. But respecting Econ Warfare into hard-hitting news, which they very unlikely have right now, considering we don't know 1 card in hand. Playing Amina is so difficult. Enjoying my quarantine, lol. How's it been? We're coming on 2 weeks now here. Uh-oh. We have a lot of money. Advance, advance. Could be food and Geofront. Probably Atlas. Oh, it's just a hostile. All right, we can use the bad pub pretty well. I think we can just Bravado R&D. We'll draw once. We can gamble first and then Bravado R&D. It's clickless. This is likely the Raven. And we can just bounce off of that. Wait, I think we're gonna struggle. I think we are gonna struggle. This is really good though, at least. Yeah, it's a Raven. So we'll just end the run. We still get our money. We got a free click. Draw again. Another critic. Not unique. Actually could be valuable. And then I guess we could play the Amina. It's not particularly good to do that last click after you ran with them. There's a chance we don't need 2 critics. We could always draw again. The thing is, like, if we don't find a Crowder, we lose the game anyways. And wow, that's actually pretty good. I think we'll throw out the critic because next turn we can do Corroder into Embezzle and then Corroder into Doof. The Doof is actually not particularly good. The Embezzle's probably better. But the Abstract might come down on HQ. That's the big threat here because then we have to play our Amina. We don't have Amaku or another way to deal with it. And we can't play Inside Job and another run event because it's a run event. So that's not particularly good. We're also not contesting the remote in the slightest. But we could soon. The only other breaker we have in our deck is Begalter, which gets through the Raven, but we can largely trace the Raven as long as we have at least a modicum of cash. They could go all into it and ensure we have a tag, which is actually pretty scary because they could trash the Raven or they could trash the Film Critic and then too big to fail after it. So they can recover it by tracing into this pretty heavily. At least we'd have 2 bad pub. Same, kids' school is shut down for the rest of the year. They're not happy. Wait, actually kids are not happy that school doesn't exist? I assumed it would be the opposite. So we could do just Corroder run this remote. We're only weak to Surveyor, but we can always trace through it to some extent. There are a bunch of kids that miss school. What's up, Arash? How's it going? Yeah, there were a lot of times, you're right, when I was in school that I would be upset that school shut down. It's their social sphere, I get it. I also think like a bigger thing is if they're stuck at home all day, that probably isn't fun. But I did also grow up on computers. What if they're gonna go lick each other's eyeballs and spread the virus? Kids gotta do something. All right, do we play Amina too? I guess we do. We can do Amina, Corroder, and then Bravado it and hope for the best. We have bad pub. Yeah, I miss friends. That's true. Also, hi, I'm doing all right. Hey, good to hear. My oldest is senior in high school. My youngest loves going to school. There is some, depends on the age too, right? Also, can you imagine being a teenager and being stuck with your parents all day in the house? That's what summer is, though. There's, I guess, like growing up, I didn't go outside that often. Like a lot of days in the summer, it would be just like indoors doing stuff on the computer, or like as a kid playing with Lego, or whatever. But yeah, I get it. I get it. We only have 4 credits, so we can easily take 2 tags here. If this is a Surveyor, not gonna jack out. Oh yeah, this is worth noting. Actually, for those people watching on YouTube, yeah, it's a border control. We'll still get through that. If they pop it, it's fine. We can actually rerun. We had an issue with YouTube last 2 days ago. The stream on YouTube was only 28 minutes. 28 minutes into the stream, YouTube flagged the stream as being a violation of their terms of service. They emailed me. It was an automated email, and their email was like particularly nondescript. This only cost us 2 because of bad pub, which is not bad. It just said like, hey, you violated the service, the terms of service. Here's what it is. I'll post a link because if you want to watch the VOD, we did stream for 3 hours. It's still up on Twitch, so I'll post a link at least. It was a good stream. But I contested it immediately. They put the stream back up immediately. I have no doubt there's actually a lot of problems going on with YouTube right now, and I've seen this not only from myself. I've seen other Netrunner content creators also bring this up. YouTube is in a lot of stress right now because a lot of people are at home, and they're actually making changes to how their systems work to an extent. They're not like default streaming things in high resolution stuff like that. Successful run. Yes, that's huge. We can click for a credit here. Is that better than drawing? We died a C-source double a high profile. I think we'll click for credit. It makes it a bit harder for them to trace us. Anywho, Point being is something's going on YouTube. The channel is not getting that much exposure as it used to. A lot of people aren't getting the push notifications. A lot of times the videos are not showing up in people's feeds on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube and you wanted this content to show up on your feeds, I'd recommend maybe looking at the YouTube channel. When you subscribe, underneath it there's a button with a bell, and that isn't going through all the time. So if you want to hit that bell, it'll give you notifications, and you can choose which notifications you get. And I think a lot of people aren't getting that anymore, which is a bummer because then people aren't seeing content. Yeah, Econ Warfare, they might have it. If they do, what do we do? Draw Deuces Wild? I guess we embezzle them. Ken does not have Link. This is economic warfare. It says if the runners run last turn, you can play this. It has to be successful. Lose 4 credits if able. So now it's pretty trivial for them to hit us with hard-hitting news, but they're installing an ice, so it actually seems unlikely. That might have been just a value econ. Take tags and hope for agendas. That's the hope. At least we don't have to respect. Whew, got away with it. At least they don't have to respect Data Raven if we go tag me. So they do have a high-profile target in hand. If we get through, we could embezzle them. We would get 4 credits, but we have to get through this, which costs us 2 credits. They lose 2 credits. We lose 2. Sorry, they lose 1. We lose 4. Oh, actually, they lose nothing because we can't break all of it. So we lose 4, and then this is another 2. So that's 6. We have 2 bad pubs, so we could get in, and then they could border control it, which would be an issue. And I think they would do that on the doof. So, all right, we're just gonna get some money. No run event this turn, it seems. But you know what? A Q-Bomb can be very valuable, especially if they do eat the border control to dodge a doof, and then we can put a Q-Bomb on it. But that gamble was clutch, and you're going to see we're going to click for a draw a fair bit in this matchup. We also don't know what this ice is. We're pretty sure this is an app shard. It makes sense. We saw it, and it's not in hand. It has to be one of these 2, and it's good on HQ. I still got YouTube notifications even with the pulled VOD, which would immediately say I couldn't watch. Yeah, that's fucking weird, isn't it? Yeah, because we started streaming and then they were like, fucking no, can't have this no more. We know they don't have an agenda in hand. This looks like a surveyor. Archer is also something we have to respect. Hitting an archer would be disastrous. We're pretty sure this isn't an archer. And I think this turn we can go for the doof. It actually is free. And then we just have to break all this ice. We could also put all the Cuban on here first, which I think we will. I think we'll do Cuban doof. What is this? That's a misclick, right? What is this? Why would they? What is this? Is that a snare? Why would they not put the Rashida in the remote? Chad, do we run this? Yeah, that's like real mind games. Like, I don't know what to do. All right, well, doof. We got to click back, which is nice. We have 2 bad pub. So if they don't res us, we get the money. They don't have another ice in hand. If it's a price tag, it's kind of okay. Like, we could just move the tag. And we trash this for 1. They pay 2. I just hope it's not Rashida. I don't know why they wouldn't put the Rashida in here, though. So, and even if they put the Rashida in here, maybe we're more likely to run. Oh, we just got 2 credits. They're not rezzing. It looks like they might pop the border control here, which is totally fine. Some beautiful mind games. I dig it. I got notifications, but haven't been seeing VODs in my subscription feed. Exactly. Like, what's it? What is that? All right, they're reacting. It looks like they're going to pop the BC. They're thinking about it. Next, we could just straight embezzle. Like, we know what this card is. Oh, no, they're giving it to us. All right, now we have more money than them. It's a good start. They can get a Rashida, it's fine. Ooh, that's also pretty good. The problem with the Rashida is if they draw into ice, they can replace the Q-Bond ice. Please don't res Rashida. Looks like it's not a Rashida. We're weak to contract killer because of film critic? I think it's a snare. All right, they drew 1, or that's mandatory, excuse me. So we know high profile target unknown. If they don't install this card, we call event and we embezzle. And they probably popped the BC at that point, the border control. Mind you, border control, if you're just tuning in, maybe you're newer to the game, I'll take some time to highlight what these cards do. You can trash this at any paid ability window, so you can wait till like someone's gone all the way through all the server and paid all their money, and you can just trash this. They just drew another, and then it ends the run. Icing that up. I don't know what this is, but at least they didn't fix the Cuban. We're gonna go straight embezzle here. I don't think there's anything better to deuces first. We could deuce first. Bad thing about embezzle is if we hit an agenda, we can't score it. But if they hit an agenda, they would have put it here, I reckon. It's cool how we can add this atlas with an advancement token on it to our score area. All right, no clicks, no credits. Yeah, we'll embezzle. We pass this, we get money. They could have overwrote this. This is our magnum opus. We break all of this for free, right? We got 2 bad pub. This we might have to pay for, but actually we break it. We at least refund the Afshar credits we lose with the Cuban. Gains 2 credits whenever you pass the ice, resed or not. Issues of the Raven, like we're just gonna have to take the tag, which now is actually kind of easy because we do have we have more money than them. Getting another Cuban of the Raven would be good. It means that we basically clear the tag clicklessly. But we need to get this off the critic first. They're still not popping the border control. We could just run and jack out, run and jack out, run and jack out over and over again to get 2 credits from the Cuban. I don't think it's particularly great, but... Alright, we're going to call Operation. Only single hit. We revealed an armed intimidation in hand. Alright, well, we want that. So, we're going to take that from the film critic. We have a 50-50 here. We did hit the high profile target, so now we don't know any. We know 1 card. We're just going to keep going HQ again. This is perfectly free. We actually gain 2 credits every time we do this. So we can afford to do this for the rest of our turn. Unfortunately, we don't get any passive card draw. Swift makes film critic half as hard to use. I don't know what the fuck this is. We just want to make sure that we always have 2 cards in hand so we don't die to like contract killer. If it was like, they actually could be in theory like corporate town, which would be a bit annoying, but I don't know. If they trash while we have an agenda on it, it just goes to archives. We can just run archives, take a tag, clear the tag, I guess. This Cuban's been doing so much work. All right, 50-50. The other card also could be an agenda. Oh, we actually died a snare here. Oh, we're fucking up. We should have drawn once for sure. We died a snare. I'm still gonna access. This could be a snare though, so maybe it's less likely to have a snare in hand. It's a spider web. Okay, so now we know they don't have snare. YOLO, I know. Yeah, it's a calculated risk. Let's just say that. And look, if we die, they'll have 4 credits, which is less. It's like we siphoned them. 50-50. We know a spiderweb, we can deal with that. It only costs us 1 credit with the bad pub. Or having an agenda, which would be very, very good. It's also an interesting agenda. It means they're more likely to play more of the bad publicity cards. Like this deck is probably on 2 or 3 too big to fail, because that card scales with the amount of bad publicity you take. They might border control here. Just because it's a 50-50 on last click. And maybe the next turn they can jam into the remote. We always just inside job the remote though. Alright. They're ending the run. That's cool. Now HQ actually is it still was profitable. Cool. So I think next turn we just deuces wild. If they jam into the remote, it's either the card they drew, the spider web. And you can't put the spider web in the remote. JNet won't let you. You could try. I don't think it will be an option. And we want an inside job just so we can deal with Archer Surveyor on the remote. In theory, they could res some garbage and then we could hit an Archer. That would be actually pretty bad. We always can expose first with deuces to make sure that's not an issue. We just need to expose the inside one to be totally safe. That might not be bad. I really need to start playing this again. I have all the physical cards. Oh, fuck yeah, you should. It's really good right now. It's been really good for a long time. Nisei's been doing some pretty great support. The cards are really exciting. So card in server 1. Can we risk it? Let's just deuces wild and find our Bagalter. Then run just totally free. We also could embezzle here. If we drew a diversion, we could divert inside job. That'd be pretty good. Oh, too big to fail. Wow, they have 15 credits. Okay. We have more bad pub, though. Draw 2. Oh, we have our Bagalter. Okay, so we're actually pretty good. I think we do Bagalter inside job the remote. We died to snare. But you usually do, don't you? Yeah, we're gonna inside job here. I guess it deals with Data Raven. It could be like Data Raven to border control, which would be obnoxious, but at least we can break everything. Prisec would be fine. They probably just don't res anything here, which is unfortunate. So, die to snare? That'd be pretty good mind games if they jam a snare in this remote. And I love Inside. It's such a good card. This should be like a 3 of in every Ken deck. It's so good. It's like not a raw economy card, but the amount of money you save with this card is crazy. Like you play this generally for 1 credit, and if you get through like a Data Raven, like you've just got 4 credits with this, let alone an access, let alone you don't need breakers. Like it's nuts. Alright, die to snare? It's a Prisec, fine. That's why we didn't play this first. So they pay for the money, it's okay. We just draw once, clear the tag. We're drawing once just so that we don't die to Contract Killer, I guess. That's good. Oh, actually no, we still died to Contract Killer. Well, we have to remove the tag. Whoops. Dead to Contract Killer. So that's the second price tag down. Could die here. We know the agenda's still in hand. Ah, it's what? What is happening? It's been Rashida forever. What is this? The fuck? Alright, so they're gonna pop the next Rashida. Are they like not drawing cards while we can threaten embezzle? It buries the one agenda they have in hand. It's a 50-50. We know their hand right now is Spiderweb agenda. The Rashida's gonna change that, obviously. They're gonna draw. We're gonna still have more money than them, but they're gonna get a lot more credits. They can't play too big to fail. They need to be under 10. And we have more money than them. We're weak here to like neurals, but I don't think they're on all these neurals. We'll probably be okay. We also still have 2 legwork in the deck, which is a bit dodgy with Film Critic, because then we have to end up taking some amount of tags. Yeah, I feel like we just put a Dream Net in this deck and we'd be so good. Just so good. What are the resources we're playing? It's like 2 Film Critic and then 2 of something else. Oh, Caddy. Yeah, I would drop the Caddy. We're never gonna play Caddy. It's actually been okay in some matchups. The ones that you can't interact with well, it's like one of your best mulligans. But those matchups are a struggle anyways. Like Blue Sun is gonna be a problem. Big Ice Blue Sun, not Acid Spam Blue Sun, which I saw people competitively playing Acid Spam Blue Sun in some tournament reports. Card in server 1. I also stopped receiving notifications since the last few weeks. Yo, Daniel, what's up? Yeah, that's been a pretty common reoccurring theme. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Okay, this could be an NGO front. I think we bite though. Oh, it's a hostile. Okay, well in theory they can't score that on runner's turn, but we'll allow it. It's totally fine. We run HQ here. We probably still make money. Change to personalized. Yeah, what does that mean? Change to personalized. It changed to personalized? We died a snare. We should have drawn once more. This is stupid. Now we're fucking up. Ben Jesus. Yo, Ben, what's up? How are you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing, bud? We can die to snare here. It'd actually be pretty easy. Cube on game 2. They're not rezzing. I don't know why they shouldn't. I think we still lose money. It's a Rashida. We'll trash it for free. I'm going to draw once so we don't die to snare. Last click, we could still hit a snare and take a tag, trash the Film Critic. We could also die to double, what's it called? This card, high profile target. But the chance of them having that in their hand and a snare is really low. So we'll just go for single access to try and nab the agenda that's still in there. Cheese on with the Slack, boys. I need to get back in that Slack. I've been fucking up. I told John I would. I've been really bad at it. I've been avoiding it because I've been fucking it up so bad. Cheese. All right, single access again. They're still not rezzing. Now they're rezzing it. It is the Afshar. So we're going to break it. We can't break all subroutines, so they're not going to lose a credit, but at least we break 2, lose 2, gain 2. I think we definitely still make money with the bad pub. So this is not a particularly compelling res. Single access, 1 and 4 in an agenda, might be 2 and a 4. It's an armed intimidation. That's the one that we saw. We'll host it so we don't have to take a tag or the meat damage. There still could be another agenda in there. They're through half their deck and only 4 agendas are out. So half their deck is like 20 cards, 1 and 5 agendas. That kind of lines up. There might be one more in there. 2 more if they're unlucky, if we want to call it that. But right now, everything they're doing is pretty fair, besides the economic warfare and the price X. And we've dealt with 2 price X so far. So not too scary. I guess snare is the only thing we have to play around. And eventually we could just win on Maker's Eye. We could like Maker's Eye through Raven, float tags, and try and steal two two-pointers. I think the deck has no more hostiles, and it's probably in global food as well. So we're going to need 2 more agendas. Economic warfare for value. I'm so confused with that Rashida. Yeah, that was buck wild. I don't know what that was. I think they didn't feel safe, so they knew like if they drew with Rashida, there'd be agendas in HQ, and that would be bad for them. Okay. Ice in front, draw last click. Not exactly what you want to do. Drawing last click is never fantastic. They could have drawn a better ice. Double Afshar would be annoying, but I still think we break it for free. We'll draw for run event. We found one. I think we're just going to run event HQ. There's nothing we can't deal with, and we get a click back, and we get 4 credits to do this. We actually probably should have took this thing off the film critic first, but we can always take a tag here if we need to. So we can deal with Archer, we can deal with Tithonium, we can deal with Surveyor, all the big stuff we can deal with. So we just have 3 breakers and that's all we need. No tricks. Cubon's a really good trick, man. This is the closest thing you have to a 1 influence parasite. It's a spiderweb. Oh, that's the one card we saw before. We actually knew 2 cards in hand. Unless there's another spiderweb there, I guess. So we break this one for 3. We're still working with bad pub. So we pay nothing so far. This is going to be 4 credits. So we actually pay 1 to run HQ at this point. Because we can't break all the subs. So we break the end to run, lose 2, gain 2. So this whole server costs 1 credit. It costs them 8. It's 1 per run though. They only play 8 once usually. It's a hard hitting news, no surprises. I think we can draw right now and just take the critic off. This special order is actually dead unless we want like 2 Aminas so that we can make them lose multiple credits, but so far that doesn't look fantastic. I think next turn we'll go for a laundry, or sorry, Maker's Eye and see how that goes. We'll probably draw once Makers. And then Film Critic 1, take the other one, then take off Film Critic. I think we'll still have enough clicks if we draw once. I just don't want to get died to like trip a double snare out of nowhere, which I don't think we've seen enough influence to rule that out. Oh, they're just hard hitting and use us first click? You never want to do that. It's terminal. You can at least click for credits. So yeah, this is a terminal operation. It ends your turn. So playing it first click is probably not optimal. Almost definitely not optimal. I can't think of a reason it would be. So they're going to do a trace here. We have so much more money than them. They can boost into it though. So they can always too big to fail out of it. They're typing in chat. Clan? Vengeance. Oh yeah, I guess there are some reasons. Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, so Clan Vengeance is a card that you can pop it to trash cards. How do I undo that? So they realized undo click. Without the last apostrophe. Without. Yeah, so if they have a card that makes you trash your hand immediately, you're right. There's a reason to play that. First click or second click even. Rob, are you playing on the tournament on a Saturday? I don't think this one. I imagine you might be playing the other one. Oh, on Bankroll? Okay, there are reasons, you're right. Anything that clicklessly can take money. Halfway through their turn. Also, like, Utopia Shard, that doesn't exist too. Tech Trader nonsense? Yeah, you're right. Oh, hey, no problem. Right, ask away. Yeah, there are some reasons, you're right. You're totally right. You just gotta drag it back to hand. It's going to hang out in the play area. Wow, I'm typing not pretty accurately. All right, so newer player. I think there's some signs of like things that newer players do that are pretty, well, not pretty easy to optimize, but I always encourage, one of the things I encourage newer players to do, maybe they're just new to JNet, is to always try and plan your turnout. So you do that less and less often, where you like install an ice and then next click draw. It's just never optimal. You can always get more options. Skippin', what's up? Hello from the YouTube channel. The stream is brighter, but better quality. On Twitch? That's interesting. How's it going, by the way? So I stream to a server that I built, and that server routes to YouTube and Twitch. What they do down the line, I have no idea. I'd assume they both look similar. I think YouTube in theory is meant to have a bit less lag, but all the like high lagless options, hey, not a problem. All the like high lagless options that YouTube and Twitch offer, I think get fucked up because I'm streaming to like a server in the mid. But I think our delay is like only 6 seconds, which is like, Twitch plays is gonna be hard, but conversation's fine. All right, so we know hard-hitting news in hand, unfortunately. It's been a minute, so I forgot what else is in their hand, if we knew anything. They drew another card, we did not know it's the top of R&D. So I think we'd have to, what, draw twice to not die to double snare? I think we can risk double snare, can't we? We could just Maker's Eye, then we'd still have 4 clicks. And we can draw once, it doesn't change much. But the idea is that we can always take a tag and then take it off Film Critic and win if we hit 2 agendas. Just double snare would rock us. But snare isn't that popular in these decks. I also don't see a reason not to run the remote. Like 2 Prysecs are out, 3 Rashids are out, so it's like either an agenda or Prysec, or that snare that we're probably playing around too hard that's not on the deck. They might also just hard-hitting news us here and fork us between like running the remote or doing anything else, but running the remote's fine. We have 4 bad publicity. That's a lot of bad publicity. Oh, they're icing something else up. Okay. Why are they making 2 servers? They can't really capitalize on that. I think we just run this, right? Like, they're going to spend more money than us. We don't... Snare is fine. We'll just run this. I guess we could draw once for a run event. No. Okay. We'll run it. We break this for free. If they res stuff, we probably would be fine. They can't get anywhere near hard-hitting news? No, they can't. And they're just going to, like, maybe spend money so they can too big to fail out of it. Like, sometimes that's profitable, but I really doubt it. We have a lot more money than them, for sure. We just basically have to check this remote. We probably don't even have to, because it could be an agenda. And then we could just Maker's Eye for the game. So 3 ice, we've seen what? 1 border control? 2 border control, excuse me. So the chance of having this run the server twice is pretty low. So far, no res, no res. It could just be a value Prysec. They seem to be okay with the value Prysecs, but again, we're not spending a lot of money to run this, so it's not that much value. They're spending 2 to fire it. We trash it for free-ish. I guess we have to deal with the spiderweb. Andre, you're the only person who says fork like that, but it seems like a super useful term. Where did you learn it? I'm not actually sure where I learned it from. What's up 421? But forking is a really important concept in almost, well, just about any game where you can put pressure in multiple places at once. I think forking is a term I've seen most commonly in chess, and by no means do I follow chess, but I remember as a kid at least reading that. Yeah, Nero and Kyle say chess in chat. But it's a really important thing, and like, it's a hostile. No. Fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah, chess does it a fair bit where you have to put things. Take the meat? Nah, if we hit the 2 Maker's Eyes, we'll feel stupid. Like, it's low risk. Like, we can just take this the next turn Maker's Eye and probably win. Like, you're right, we could have just cleared the tag and, what, we spent 2 clicks? We could clear the tag, click a credit? I guess critic is still technically better. Boo, I know. I just want to keep the Maker's Eyes. We're doing pretty good here. But yeah, forking is really important. It's actually something that a lot of newer players don't do too well, and some of it's being scared about running and not being set up. But if you let the corp do their thing, this is not exactly forking. In some ways it is, but if you let the corp do their thing, you're not exerting any pressure on them. And sure, sometimes you can't even get into the remote, but sometimes running the remote just so they res their ice means they don't have enough ice, and then maybe they don't feel so secure, and they put another piece of ice on the remote, so they don't ice up R&D that well. Like these sort of pressure plays, you have to make pretty consistently, otherwise the corp can kind of just do whatever they want. That pressure is really strong. I think the one runner that forks the most heavily probably is Leela. The idea if they like install advance in server 1, you still have pressure on all the central servers to hit an agenda and get it bounced. That's always like pretty easy to visualize. But it's always good to control the tempo. Yeah, it's so important to understand that. That's why this play is interesting. It's always really important. They're forking us here, right? It's really important to control the tempo, or to control, like to force the game in your way. Don't let your opponent just do whatever they want. Make them react to you. Okay, so 3 Rashids are out. There's 1 prize deck left. Could be a snare. We probably just run these and win. I don't know what we're scared of. Technically, like Psychic Field would be fucking annoying. RNGila. That's a good way to call it. But yeah, a lot of times I'll run and they'll res and I'll bounce and I'll go somewhere else. Like sometimes you just want them to res something big. Like if they res something big and it doesn't like fucking kill you, it's probably fine. They spent 8 on the Anansi. You took 3 net damage and you paid 2 to draw a card. You're fine. Admittedly, Anansi has a really good subroutines on it. Good choice. Ooh. What's server 1 if this is a good choice? All right, innermost, they could res. Worst case is like, I don't think there's really a worst case here. Like Surveyor's 4 strength. We actually make money off of that. If it's a border control, it's really bad. We just run again. For them, it's just not good for them. You got me, but can I play it out? Yeah, totally. What do you mean played out? Wait, what do they mean played out? I'm not sure what that means. It's a border control. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what they mean played out. Okay. So it is a border control, not particularly good res. We break it for free. They can end the run, we can run back. We'll run it back. Run it back. This could be a big fucking bluff. It'd be cool if it was too, huh? So that's the 3rd border control. So now any run we make on a remote probably makes it through. KK calling a snare, I'd be fucking happy if it was. No, it's a GFI. No, we'll steal it. We win before this matters. A good game. All right, so looking at their agendas, we knew there's probably 2 foods left in the deck, and those are really hard. Like they have to do install, advance. If they score an Atlas without a token on it, it's probably fine for us. This also needs an advancement token, even 2 for it to actually be particularly scary. Thanks for letting me play. Just start playing. Oh, cheers. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. How'd you find out about it? Nice. New player. Hell yeah. Welcome to a really cool game. All right, after this, we're going to build a deck. I was playing Star Wars Destiny. I was looking for something else to play. You made a good choice. Sorry to hear about Destiny being discontinued. Yeah, they discontinued Destiny recently. I never played it. I actually never even tried it. I ran a store championship once. I paid too much for a revised course and started playing. Hell yeah. If you want, this is blatant self-promo, but I do a YouTube channel stream. It's hopefully a good resource to learn. You can even watch this game back. Max laughing at the self-promotion. It's hopefully a good resource to learn. I can't guarantee anything. Heck yeah. Ace. Metropole Grid. On search engines will get you there. Hey. Yo, Parallel, what's up? Keep at it. Hey, Netrunner friends. How you doing? How's the quarantine? All right, we're gonna build a deck. Yo, Maui, what up? Cheers. All right, cool. We're gonna build something. That was the Ken deck list. It's been the deck list of the week. We've actually played now, I think, 3 games with it. By the way, Discord, join this. It's a Montreal Discord if you want to play in the tournament on Saturday. I work from home, so quarantine has been a bit easier than most. Do you have kids or anything? That's usually the biggest complication. Well, not always, but I've heard from a lot of people. It's cool. I wish it had a bit more card draw. I do not have kids. Apex deck, you know you want to. I actually want to try build Tag Me because I'm interested in that as of recently. But at some point, we always build an Apex deck and then I get a bit upset about it. And then we don't do it for a while. It's the same. Is that Apex? There's one deck list that we build once every 3 months. And before we realize that we don't like building it. Oh, it's Builder Nations. Builder Nations has a 3-month limit before we get annoyed with how it works. Okay. Where's Whiteblade's deck? This is the splash screen, by the way, if you're new around here. Welcome. There's a lot of people maybe new to this game, maybe trying to figure this out while they're at home and got some time. My name is Andre. Welcome to Metropole Grid. I should do a slate every once in a while. We're going to do it right now, I suppose. Hopefully it's a good place to learn some Netrunner, ask some questions, meet some nice people. I try and explain most of the stuff that I do and then why I've done it wrong after. But if you have any questions and you want to make an account in YouTube or Twitch, we're streaming the same place, same time. It's nice to say hi, ask some questions. I love answering questions about the game. Questions in general are fine too. But it's a fine place to do that. Cards used. Liza. So Liza got banned. We didn't really talk about this change to the most wanted list because it was only one change. Cheers, nice sweater. Thank you. Wall to Wall did the fun things for BON. It did, but then I realized I was just playing like a bad Earth Station deck or something else. Like the whole idea that to build like this like grind deck, I think is only really possible if you play like government takeovers and bury them or do like things that I don't want to do. This is Whiteblade. This is Eric. Plays in Winnipeg. This is a Tag Me Liza deck. This deck almost took like 3 nationals in a row in like 2-3 weeks in a row. And then promptly this Liza Talking Thunder, this ID was banned on the modern most wanted list. You can't play this anymore. Liza, if you don't know, is a Gmod. She has a 50 card deck, which is largely meant to be a drawback in this game. A game that most competitive players do favor consistency. And it says the first time you make a successful run on a server, each turn draw 2 cards and take a tag. Now, when Liza came out in Reign and Reverie, there were some cards that came alongside her. Some of them actually removed. They said they did tempo positive, supposedly things when you scored a tag, removed a tag. So it said specifically when you remove a tag, if you play this one card, you can install a card reducing its cost by 2 or whatever. And nobody really played those cards. I never actually got that to work. I tried. And so then people realized if you just kind of embrace this tag thing, you can do something pretty cool because Tag Me is a pretty relevant archetype. It has been a Netrunner for a long time. The last time it was really good involved a card called Data Leak Reversal, which is infamous. A lot of people don't like it. I'm actually a big fan. Played a lot of Data Leak Reversal decks. And this sort of idea kind of came back. And the one really strong win condition, the value of tags changed a lot in the Red Sand cycle. Specifically, there was a lot of cards that printed tags. There's a bunch of cards that are actually banned. I think Mars for Martians is a card that says gain 1 credit for every tag you have, which is stupid. I think when it comes to this card that says pay credits equal to how many tags you have, access that many cards from R&D or HQ or whatever you're running, because that's game winning. And the big threat of this card is not having enough money because you can get a lot of tags and that card just kind of negated it. On top of it, that card was 1 influence. On top of it, the card cost nothing. On top of it, one of the big, only like potent ways to win the game against a Tag Me runner is closed accounts because it's really hard to kill them with meat damage and psychographics isn't very popular. So anyways, that card got banned. Now, Liza's banned. What Liza represented specifically was free card draw and free tags. Both of things which are very useful in this matchup that wants to get a lot of tags for counter surveillance, but also needs to draw a lot of cards. Why do you need to draw a lot of cards? Well, because you want to be able to make sure your resources don't get trashed. Big thing about being Tag Me is that the corp can pay a click and 2 credits to trash your resources, and some of your resources are very important. Now, specifically, this deck can deal with that. It has a card called Dummy Box, and it says that the corp tries and trash one of your resources, you can throw out a resource from hand to prevent that card from being trashed. They still pay the cost. And that's really important because you need to keep up other cards like Paparazzi that basically say, this is my meat damage protection, because it's really hard to have meat damage protection otherwise when you're tagged. And there was a lot of people playing kill decks at that time. Still is right now. We just played against one. We also have some other cool things like Wireless Net Pavilion. That's pretty great. It makes it harder to trash your stuff. And basically, as long as you can keep resources in your hand, you can keep the core poor. You make more money off rogue trading. You set up fast with Street Peddler. And then eventually you just win with the counter surveillance. This card doesn't have a lot of counters in the modern meta. Crisium Grid, not that common anymore. Border Control and Nisei Tokens, probably the most common. But that's largely it. Any other thing that ends the run, like Transit Monopoly, I guess? I don't know. Just thinking how I wish one tag was more impactful. Kind of miss the Scorched Earth living on the Raggedy Edge days. I don't agree with you entirely, Maui. I obviously respect your opinion on that, but I'm glad Scorched doesn't exist. Like, I do really like now that when I'm playing tag me matchups, having 2 tags versus having 1 tags versus having 0 tags now is way more relevant with the existence of Boom. Having 4 tags even more relevant, obviously. But back in the day, like, having 1 tag was just the same amount of dead as anything else. I guess sometimes 2 tags did matter because of the traffic accident, but that's largely it now. Now it's more interesting. Like against CTM, I will float a tag maybe on turn 2 or turn 3 if I don't have any very good resources and find that to be a good thing to do. I really don't like the idea that I was like, oh, you have 1 tag, game over. Like, I think that's rough. And there's a lot of cards that could abuse that modernly. Cards like, if we had Scorched Earth equivalents, cards like fucking SIU would be problematic. Fly on the Wall would be problematic. And I'm glad that's not the case. We don't have Zealous Judge anymore, right? That rotated or got banned or whatever. Now, question is what to do this in because we can't play it in Eliza. And I actually want to try putting it back in Anarch. Anarch has a fair few cool tag me cards. A lot of these cards are neutral too. We can save influence on counter surveillance. We can save influence on counter surveillance. We also can play Obelisk, which is a really strong tag me card and to some extent does become your Eliza card draw if you're running centrals. You also have God of War, which is a strong tag me card. Cards I want to still play. I love rogue trading. It's only 2 influence. We can probably import all of these. Class Act is really good, but we probably don't need it. We can play Hoshiko as well to get more card draw, which is sweet. Wireless Net Pavilion is neutral. Paparazzi is neutral. Drug Dealer is also playable in any faction. We could probably just play 3 drug dealers and play 419 and call it a day and probably be okay. And none of these other cards are that necessary. Hot Pursuit's actually pretty good, though. Diversion's actually pretty good. There's some reason to keep this in Criminal, but it's not necessary. Let's see if we can find an Obelisk deck to see how that differs from these decks, because it's been a while since we've seen them. I think Obelisk, like, the problem with Enter consoles now is Keiko is just kind of too easy to get value from. Obelisk is a bit more expensive, and it isn't, like, a win condition, but it's just a good card, even if you're not going Tag Me. Instead of trading Blue CI, Hate Bear. These are a bit too old, I think. Yeah, people dodging self-growth program. That was a fun time. I think that might be it. Yo, Apathy, what's going on? Not too much. We've been streaming like every 2 days. It's been good. It's been okay. I've been indoors a lot, but it's not got to me too yet. I hope it hasn't got to you too. Okay, we'll try that one too. Okay, so this is good old Spags' deck. This one has 2 Obelai. Not playing, honestly, this one's interesting. It's not actually playing counter surveillance. It's just trying to win off Stargate. Embezzle also showed up in a bunch of Spags' decks, but I think those are like 419 Apocalypse decks. But this is, you know, we could probably just play Criminal without Liza and just play Drug Dealer and call it a day. And this is Self-Growth Liza, which is Liza. It has Obelisk and Stargate. So, similar to Spags'. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Let's try and build a Tag Me deck. Runner. It always takes a while. All right, so we want to do Tag Me in some, what's it called, in Anarch. We have some options. The ones that we can play. Val, it's fine. 50-card deck isn't great, but it's fine. Reina has some pressure. Quetzal has some pressure. Omar has a lot of pressure, but we probably are going to be using all our influence. We need to spend like 6 on Dummy Box to start. Null is actually a reasonable Tag Me archetype deck. I've seen a fair few Tag Me decks play Null back in the day, and that's specifically because those decks relied on God of War, and God of War spends a lot of credits to boost strength. I think if you use Null's ability on a God of War run, you save about 4 credits, which is a lot of money to have a worth of value every turn. Other things we consider, I think we could consider Hoshiko because card draw is great and it is money every once in a while. You can kind of like dodge in and dodge out while still putting pressure. Freedom is interesting, but we don't really have any viruses to work with. Edward Kim is always good for disruption. A lot of the cards that Tag Me decks are weak to are operations. You could trash them. And then finally we have Alice Merchant, which is actually a lot of pressure. It's actually kind of fascinating to play Alice Merchant. I think we'll do Hoshiko though, because Hoshiko's just pretty good. Apex has lots of influence. Apex can play dummy box for what it's worth, but cannot play counter surveillance, which is important. My toddler has been out of daycare, which A, makes it real hard to do other things during the day like work, and B, has just been the best, and I'm loving that silver lining on the shitty cloud. Oh, that message got really cute. Oh, that's super cool. Glad to hear that. Click also. Yo, nice to see you. How's it going? I just joined, and may I ask what happened to the Tuesday stream? It crushed after 30 minutes. Is there any way to see the rest of the stream from Tuesday? Yeah, I'm gonna put a comment on that. We talked about it a bit before and after it crashed. YouTube for some reason flagged the stream. YouTube's under a lot of stress right now because everyone's at home watching YouTube. And so for some reason the stream, like a sixth through of it was flagged for violating some sort of terms of service. I contested it immediately. They didn't say why. They just said, look at our terms of service. And they immediately like re-uploaded the half hour that did exist. The whole stream can be viewed on Twitch, just to show you, I guess. If you go to the Twitch channel, if you just go to videos, the last couple VODs are always up here. If you go to recent broadcasts, they only exist for, I think, 2 months maybe before Twitch wipes them because I'm not a partner or I don't know what it takes. But they're all on YouTube, so I never really cared. But yeah, you can find them there. How's it going? What does your sweatshirt say? It says Corgi Convenience Store. It has a cute Corgi and some convenience store stuff from Japan. It's my girlfriend's sweater. I stole it. She's never getting it back.
Literally never.
Literally never. She wore it once. She says literally never wore it. No, you've worn it. Anywho, this is our Tag Me deck. I love that sweatshirt. Parallel asks, ever going to get Twitch affiliate? It was something that was offered to me a long time ago when we were streaming pretty consistently. Now there's some issues to it. To get that status back again, I need to get, like, I can do the hours are no problem, but I think on average you need like 75 viewers on Twitch. And we actually used to have those numbers streaming, but since I've streamed on both platforms, it has cut the viewership literally in half. So we don't have 75 viewers on Twitch, but probably on YouTube and Twitch combined, we do hit those numbers. So that's a problem, but I think a bigger problem was that, and I honestly didn't do any research into this, I just kind of took someone's word for it. But because I'm not streaming exclusively on Twitch, apparently I was never technically eligible for affiliate status. From what I understand, that's actually one of the clauses to getting that, is you can't like stream to another platform at the same time. I don't know if that's real. I probably should look into it, but at this point, it's actually kind of hard to get affiliate status because I need to get 75 average viewers for like a month, and like the numbers aren't here. Yeah, don't ever get back. I won't. Thank you. All right. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. We could have done it at some point. I never really cared to. I don't know. That comes with some cool things, like you can subscribe to the channel, and I've never really monetized anything because I don't know. It always felt kind of weird for some reason. But what was I gonna say? I forget. But yeah, having like emotes and stuff like that, like I value that. I think that's super rad. If we had emotes, but we can't have them. It sucks. You can get emotes on Dodgepong's channel. I think Dodge has them. I think Code Marvelous also has some emotes. I think he has like credits and stuff. I know Dodge has, if he still has them, if you've subscribed to Dodgepong, has like Princess Space Kitten and Boom and stuff. They're pretty nice. Okay, Tag Me deck. Okay, so how do we win? We win with counter surveillance. I feel like we might be able to play 3 because this is a high influence card, so some of the other decks didn't play it. Some core stuff, we need Dummy Box because we need to protect our stuff from not getting trashed so we don't die. On that note, we can play Paparazzi so we don't die. We want to play the errata card of, what's that card called? Wireless Net Pavilion? What else do we want? Street Pillar's fine. Yeah, Street Pillar helps us set up. It's also just another resource, which is good. We want to find a way to get a lot of tags, and that's actually a really big part about playing Liza. It was a way to generate tags pretty trivially, and the only way we can do that really in faction is, I think, God of War. Now on PlayStation 5. God of War, again, +2 credits for 1 strength. This is a reason why you would want to consider Edward Kim every once in a while. It is an AI too, so it's weak to some other stuff. But again, if you hit an IP block in this deck, who's laughing? Answer is you. And this can get 2 virus counters on God of War. Whoa, can we play Tag Me Freedom? How fucking rad would that be? This is the best virus printing card if you play Freedom. No other card plays 2 virus counters per turn. Is this cool if we play Freedom and we play God of War? What other Tag Me we can't use viruses in other ways, can we? Oh, this is actually kind of fascinating. We'll keep that in mind. Do we need any other breakers? I don't think so. Femme Fatale is cute. Amaku is obviously cute. We could put that in if we have influence. Stargate's fine too. Yes. Yeah, right? Yo, wait, what is that emo? That's really good. Pooh Galaxy Brain. Okay, it sounded better when I didn't read it. What else is good? Just some money. We want to get some accesses. Dirty Laundry, that's fine. Gamble, that's fine too. Acacia, money for the surveillances? Fucking brilliant. Ah, that's actually really good. That is the biggest virus card in the game, if I'm not mistaken. You had a Galaxy Brain moment. Oh, I appreciate it. It did say Pooh though, but I imagine that's a streamer. Splashing Pot Hirsute. We could. The question is, wait, do we play liberated accounts? Which, you know, is, what's the math on liberated account? You install it for 6. Okay, let's think about this. You install it. It costs you 6. You click it 4 times. You get 16. So you're spending 5 clicks to get 10. 5 clicks to get 10. How good is that? Wait, that's all this card does? 5 clicks to do 10? Yeah. Tokay's what up? 5 to do 10? That's just fucking... That's... not that much better than what's it called? Than the Armitage, is it? Is credit kiting still legal? It totally is. Works with Liberated well and Tag Me? It does. It's just, I think, 2 or 3 influence. How much is this? How many clicks does it take us to get 10 credits off of this bad boy? 6. And we get 11. It's real bad if it's 4 clicks to get 6. Yeah, it's not particularly good. But do we splash Rogue Trading? Rogue Trading is 3 clicks to get 6. Then 4 credits to get 12. Liberated accounts isn't good, is it? Is daily cast just better? And we protect daily casts? We can also play Pad Tap, which is probably not worth the influence. We also don't have a unique card. Hear me out. We don't have a restricted card. We could play Hacktivist if we're not Freedom. Your Freedom, what do you need money for? For counter surveillance. The Acacias might not get us there. And if they purge the Acacias, it's bad for us. Also, whenever the core purges virus counters, you may gain for each counter from moved and trash Acacia. Oh, we trash Acacia, so we can't prevent it. Okay. Huh. Just play the Consume Suite. This is 5 influence, though. We can't play this. We can't play this. It's too hard. Okay, so do we play Road Trading, or we just play Liberator, or we just play Daily Casts? Or we just play fucking Armitage. We might just play Armitage. It feels terrible, but if we have enough money, we win. Alright, we want 3 Obeli, because Obelisk is absolutely buck wild. Hades Shard fucking rotated. Oh, there's such a good combo with Obelisk, and we're not going to play it. I guess we are going to play Freedom. We might need a bit more card draw. Does Freedom have a card draw card? There's no way to draw cards, is there? Standard action card. Yeah. Card slots though, right? Moshing go hard. Oh man. Moshing's really hard though, because we want to keep resources in hand. This could fuck it up for us. Yeah, we have Peddler. We do have Peddler. We have Peddler. Yo, what's up, Steven? We're trying to build a Tag Me deck, and I just realized God of War is really good with Freedom, so the whole kitchen sink's going in here. What else is good for Tag Me? Let's look at the other ones. Hot Pursuit is, I think, only 2 influence. That's not bad. If successful. It could be bad. Need Suckers? Do we? Has anyone played... Oh yeah, I've had worse is good. Just card draw is good. Has anybody played Admin Sucker recently? Is Admin Sucker still good? I don't think I asked Steven, how's it going with you? Also has, I don't think I said hi. Credit kiting. Yeah, credit kiting is okay. It's 3 influence. I don't think that's going to make the cut. Hot Pursuit is more likely to make the cut. Let me look. What did the Tag Me Edward Kim decks do? I also, to some extent, want just like some disruption, and we probably can't play Embezzle, so maybe I guess we're Freedom. We want to get accesses, so I think you're right. Data Suckers are almost definitely necessary. And at that point, though, do we also just play like? We don't. It doesn't make sense to play. It doesn't make sense to play Pelangi because we have God of War. But we do need suckers. It might be also worth just playing an Ice Carver. 1x Bin Breakers. Yeah, we could play Paperclip. I was actually kind of interested in playing, instead of Paperclip, playing... I think what's really good right now, because we're not that weak to assets as Freedom, I would actually consider playing... I'll figure out the name at some point. Give me 1 second. It has a cat on it. And it's a current. Six-second delay. Oh, NRE is actually a really good idea. No Armitage. Liberty gives 10 credits and 5 clicks. Armitage only 11 and 7. Did I fuck it up, actually? Yeah, you're right, actually. That seems bad. Come on, chat. Rumor Mill, thank you. McGreen, what's up? Yeah. Okay, so check this out. How good is this card? This card blanks Rashida. Maybe NGO front? Not actually sure. Blanks Rashida. Good enough, right? Is Rumor Mill that good? Let's check what decks have Rumor Mill that are weak to Rumor Mill. I'd be pretty sure there. I'm also gonna look at Tag Me Edward Kim deck just to make sure we're not fucking anything up. Okay, Red Level Titan. We'll give that a look. The best Satyr I've ever played. We do blank some things in that. We blank Jeeves. We blank Ronnie 5. Fuck it. All right. It's restricted, not banned. Yeah, exactly. Slots. Yeah, slots is gonna be a problem for sure. We want to do no, God of War. That'll probably do it for us. If you're playing Armitage, play Isolation. TTTLLL. Oh. We were trying to avoid Isolation because of what's going on right now. But yeah, we can look at it. Common Powered Briefcase to Mars. What would be good right now is Cipher. Oh, this is Severnius Tim Implants, which is totally different, but this also is a Tag Me deck. This did have casts in it. It had Paparazzi. Ooh, this is actually pretty interesting. Same old thing. We can't really use that too much. This has Game Day. Whoa, Obelisk Game Day is fucking nuts. Ash, Arella, Embolus, Wall to Wall. Oh, that's actually pretty fine. Amani, yeah, that's fine. It's just a name. TTTLL, it's a fine name. Yo, Game Day is actually pretty legit, right? Because we get a lot of tags with Obelisk and we just draw our whole fucking deck. That's sick. I didn't realize that. Oh, we can't play this card anymore. This is one of the best cards that we could have had. This actually looks pretty strong. I like this a fair bit. This deck also puts casts in it. Let's look at this one for inspiration. Acacia isn't unique, is it? Also, for what it's worth, EMP Device is probably an interesting pocket include into this deck on the basis that we only make one run probably on R&D and try and win the game. And this helps a lot. This does help a heck of a lot. Because they can only res one ice, so it's basically res your border control, and then we can maybe counter surveillance one more time. I would actually consider this for sure. Okay, we had some pretty good inspiration. I'm glad that we looked at decks. Okay, so we have Game Day, which is kind of tight. EMP Device is a card I want to find any reason to put into a deck. What else are we missing? Let's look for advice. Yeah, Black Orchestra is probably okay. On the basis that we can't deal with, technically there's some cards you can't deal with if you have an AI. We're also really weak to Swordsman, but we're gonna assume that that's not gonna be an issue. Data Sucker, I don't actually know if we can use the value of this. How often are we gonna be running that we can use Data Sucker tokens? Probably a fair bit. Is it better just to play our AI? Sorry, our Yusuf over Paperclip? Huh. Okay, and what else do they have? We can't play that. By Any Means. Oh, fuck. By Any Means is sweet, right? Because we can't take meat damage with Paparazzi. So we can, like, Obelisk and trash their whole deck. That is, like, definitely worth pursuing. Because that seems really cool, if anything. And they have Daily Cast Lister. Okay, so let's clean this up. A Popper, let's see, Ice Carver, I think might not be necessary. We actually don't need the Paperclip. I don't think we need the Paperclip. Like, Wraparound is the only problem, but, like, we don't need to deal with it. I mean, if we're not trying to run a lot, we need to be in a different ID. Well, the thing is, like Freedom, we can just be Freedom for the asset matchup, if anything. But you're right. If we're not running a lot. Yeah, maybe we want to just be Edward, sorry, what's his name? Null. But if we're against assets, like Freedom's like pretty hot. We just play God of War. The thing is, like, a lot of asset decks want to kill us. That's kind of hard. Counter Surveillance, Dummy Box, Ice Carver, Liberator counts, Paparazzi. Can we get Daily Cast in there? I think that would be nice. Now we're on card slots issues. So Acacia, we can drop that to 2, I guess. Sure Gamble, worse. Hot Pursuit, we are over 3 influence. If we cut one of those, that doesn't do it. So we have to cut one other thing. We don't want to cut a Dummy Box. It's very necessary. How do we get 1 influence left? I guess we play 1 fewer Hot Pursuit. I think that's better. Is there a 1 influence card? Yusuf is better than assets for Sucker. You're right. It's just Yusuf is really good, or Sucker's really good with God of War. But I think you're right. The other thing that we can do is play Virus. Oh no, we can't do Virus Breeding Grounds. We have to move the tokens. But yeah, you're right. For assets, at least Yusuf is obviously way superior. It's just 2 MU. Yo, Tobo, what's up? How you doing? The thing is, this is only good for Centrals, and we're not going to be running for value a lot, so I don't see it. What's 1 influence? Do we ever just play Rebirth? So that we can start as Hoshiko? We probably should start as Hoshiko, don't we? No. Film Critic? Oh, that's fascinating. By Any Means is supposed to be our film critic. Rizeki. Fuck you, you're right, though. I feel like we're definitely missing something here. What are we missing? Let's see what the draw's like. Opening hand, we probably keep this. I've had worse for 1. Then we do Dirty Laundry. We install God of War. We install Peddler. Off the Peddler, we get, I guess, an Obelisk for 3. Not amazing. This is better. Credit, Liberated, take Liberated, take Liberated. Then we can Peddler for 3. There must be a really dope 1 influence card that we're forgetting. Is it Rizeki? Rizeki's so bad if we don't open with it, though. Amakua's okay. Amakua's not bad. Build script. Wait, Net Ready Eyes. That was actually interesting. Can you use AI on Net Ready Eyes? 1 strength. So save us 2 credits a turn, but we have to take 2 meat damage. I don't know about that. I'm good. Hopefully everything is good with you. Yeah, Tobo, things have been pretty alright. All things considered. Thanks for asking. We can play 1 of Exclusive Party. System Seizure is actually kind of interesting. The first time you increase the strength of an Icebreaker, for the remainder of the run, the Icebreaker gains abilities and increases the program strength lasts for the duration. Now, obviously that's niche as fuck, but that's really good with God of War as our only breaker. You think that's worth a slot? Like, that's a really good ability. That's very easy to save even 4 credits on a single run at a minimum. Because God of War is 0 strength. I don't feel bad about this card. We're at 46. It's probably good enough. Okay, opening hand. Its card draw is the biggest thing that's lacking. Is there how many enter cards draw things? There's actually a chance that moshing is okay if we have Obelisk. How do we get moshing in there? Paparazzi Net Ready Eyes is a combo. Yeah, you're totally right. Wait, is moshing damage? No, it's not damage. Paparazzi Net Ready Eyes is a really cool combo. Is moshing better than I've had worse? Because in theory, we'll never take meat damage. Let's just assume it's better. Okay, so this turn we would God of War, Dirty Laundry, moshing. No, we can't. Draw, moshing. Yeah, let's try this. Freedom of Tags. Oh, that's a fucking terrible name. Don't focus on that. Okay, so what are we weak to? That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Hopefully we don't die. The Corp deck. For what it's worth, like with Dummy Box, if we actually just maybe spend that influence instead of System Seizure on Pad Tap, it's really, 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 really good. Oh, it's a Corp deck because it can't trash Pad Tap and it gets you like a credit a turn. I bet worse has to be better than moshing in any deck that has good cards in it. The idea though is that eventually we draw our whole hand with, like, we draw our whole deck with Obelisk, so that the moshing doesn't matter that much. Like, we have so many 3-ofs, right? That I think we can maybe try the moshing. But Rob, you're right. Like, obviously I've had worse is fine. We'll try this and see how we go back. Also, I don't know if it's worth it, but we could always trash a Paparazzi and play a Yeragnif Mercs. Is that ever superior than Paparazzi though? I don't think so. We are freedom. 46 cards, yeah, that's fine. Lol, I'm not a moshing fan. I've enjoyed it only in the decks that I've played it in, that it made some sense. Like in the decks that you're meant to play it as like value, like, oh, whatever, I can draw through the rest of my deck. This may be an inane sentence. I didn't love it, but in like 112 card max decks where you're just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. It's obviously, that's a very good click. I think we need to diminish time to combo rather than plan for what to do after the combo though, no? Yes. I think you're right. We do just need to get to time to combo down to 0. Alright, as close to 0 as possible. The cat's behind me, you can't see it. Oh, the outfit. Okay. So this one we die in this one. This is the one that we die in. Hopefully we can put freedom pressure up. Hear me out. You play Freedom, you play God of War, and Citadel Sanctuary. Do we straight mulligan into Paparazzi? I think we have to. Well, this is comparable. Hey. Thanks, you too. Okay, so this is obviously a hard matchup. Generally, they want to kill us, and generally, we struggle not to die, especially when they have a lot of money. So this is going to be a pretty good test at what it takes to not die. Just free those hard-hitting news. Yeah, we need 3 viruses, though, and the only way we can print viruses is the Tag Me card. Yeah, this is rough. I'm gonna pick up a cat. Hold on. Don't judge me if I'm doing this wrong. No one tell me how to pick up a cat. She disappeared out of frame so inelegantly. She's very happy though. Okay. All right. Hedge fund. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna do one of the street bellies. We got a casts. We got a paparazzi and an acacia. So one of these is really important. We're gonna draw up again. Nothing good there. We could actually dirty laundry for an axis. We could trash economic warfare. Did they mulligan? They did. It's a border control. Can't trash that. Well, actually draw again. Putting down the daily cast is a bit of a risk. Don't pick her up by the tail. Yeah. It's bad. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. She and I are particularly good friends. Okay. They gained hedge fund. They have a lot of money. That's scary. They could have hardly used us here. It wouldn't be great. They could. I sub HU. Feels good. Okay, that's where the aft shards are. Do we want to mashing this hand? Probably not. Actually, we probably do, just because it reduces the time to combo. Fuck it. Oh, we choose. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was. All right. So we need our dummy box ASAP. That's not it. Hoshiko would have been better, way better so far. Okay. We'll figure this out. They also have a border control, but it's likely to be on HQ, or more likely here, actually. I imagine they would get Afshars on HQ. Usually that's what they do. Okay. So we need to get a lot of cards to prevent these. Oh, undo click. We need to get a lot of cards to prevent our trash. CityWorks Project, dedication. Do we do paparazzi run this? Do we fucking paparazzi run this shit? This hand doesn't matter. Yo, Buzz, happy Thursday as well. How are you doing? We could paparazzi run this. I think we still need to find just our dummy. That's a good start. All right. Very likely we don't survive this game. Happy Thursday to the extent that days still have any meaning. They still do. You can't think that. They're quite okay. Ooh. I mean, dicey. Yeah. This doesn't actually prevent, unfortunately, I thought it might prevent Dummy Box from being trashed, but it says to send a click to trash resource, not through a card ability. So if you had like Freelancer or the actual card ability on pad tap, you can get rid of it. Here they can. What are they going to do? Jam a Rashida? Jam a Hostile? They can't too big to fail. Good. Staining kids are totally stir crazy yet. Aren't totally stir crazy yet. Thank God for JNet. There's so many people playing online now. Oh, they iced up R&D. They know what's up. It could easily be a border control. We have the paparazzi in hand. We just need to get down a dummy box, I guess, and start wasting their fucking money, which I'm not convinced we can do compellingly. One game day is down as well, which is not a good start. I feel like we don't have the pressure. Like, we just need more pressure cards. Otherwise, they can trash our shit. Obviously, this is a bad matchup. Against, like, HB, we'd be, like, hopefully okay with how this was going. Okay, we have the box. I'm going to actually keep the Liberated, even though it's not particularly good right now, just so it's another resource that we can trash from our hand. I'm safe and sound. I think this literally as well as possibly could. I'm supposed to be starting a new job soonish, but there's a bit complicated at the moment. Oh, shit. Do you start online? Or what do they do? Congrats on the new job. All right. So, we can set up now. We can put a God of War down next turn. We're going to want some money. Card in remote. They have 19 credits. We have a lot of bad pub, but hey, our paparazzi's already free. So, start drawing. Is this better in our hand? Wires in that Pavilion is now unique. It doesn't say on the card itself, but it's been errata to be unique for a while now. What does this get us? It might just be better as another resource in hand. That's fucking awkward. Draw. Oh, that's even better. Gamble. Okay, we're gonna go tag me now. Ah, tell me about it. I was supposed to start last week. Oh, that's fucking rough. Sorry to hear that as well. So the virus counters on here are for ice subroutines. So they have some pretty big ice usually. Bulwark is 3 subroutines a lot of the times. I guess you only have to stop the trash program one. Looks like a Prysac, talks like a Prysac. We're gonna get the paparazzi down because it seems important. They have 19 credits though, so much of what we have to do is just keep resources in our hand. We technically didn't need to do that just yet. Take clicks? Okay. Oh. Okay, cool, it did it. So this is 2 counters. The race is on. Oh, I hope we can win it. System seizure, not particularly good. Our hand size is now 6 because we have 6 tags. Let's see how many they can trash through. In theory, they could spend 4, 8, 12, and then we might have a problem. Yeah, Bulwark is okay. It's only going to cost us a lot of money. Oh, shit. What cost? Bulwark is going to cost us a shit ton of money. Oh, Nanako's enjoying the hot light over there. Looks like that's an Alice with the counter, which is how we lose almost immediately to Alice token. I'm waiting to see if I still have a job. Oh, fuck. Sorry to hear. Tell me they're going to deliver me some equipment to home so I can start from here, but no time frame yet. Yeah, that's hard. 2 tags, 2 clicks. I think they can win faster. Are they on the contract killer deck? Are they? They might be. That's fine at least. That deck didn't have audacity. Let's get a by any means up in here. Oh, another God of War. That's not the worst. Hand size is 7. We could lock the top of R&D, but they can just Atlas shuffle. Feels bad. We're nowhere near fast enough. The thing is, we're not just exerting enough pressure. Like, we're exerting no pressure. Like, we need something that exerts pressure. It's way too expensive to run. It's way too expensive to run. Run? We can't! If we hit a fucking Bulwark, it's like, what? 16 credits. Nihilist? Ah, it's interesting. That's a fun card. All right, so I'm gonna do 4 advances on here, which will cost us the game. So we have to run this. We have to run this. We have to run this. Or we lose. Bulwark 100 hurt you much is okay. Corp just mills and we need way more viruses. If the Corp mills, it's actually scary. We do probably do, no, you don't need viruses. You can just take the tokens off God of War. God of War just pumps the Nihilist. I think we're gonna take the risk and not run this. It has to be the other Atlas, and they did an Atlas token for it. And if this is the deck we think it is, it only has 1 Atlas. Okay, we're gonna lose really anticlimactically here. YOLO. Again, Bulwark we just can't deal with. This deck might be really bad. Or we need to be aggressive earlier, but yeah, the outfit has... Oh, it looks like we probably lose. It's a contract killer. It is the deck we think it is. So I don't think we need to run this. Oh, we draw a card because of Obelisk. That's good. If we do nothing, we throw out the Black Orchestra, which I don't think it matters. And next turn we can see a lot of cards. We'll install it. So either we lose, or maybe we win. They're not advancing it. Called the bluff. Got him. Enjoy your contract killer. It does nothing. We could have trashed the contract killer, but it literally does nothing. We have no connections from I'm thinking, and it's hard. This deck actually has really shitty economy. So next turn we can see a lot of cards. We might need to play System Seizure first. And then we'll draw a lot of cards. We don't have the EMP device. They could have a border control and R&D. We have to trash this to use it, but at least we don't spend the money until the run's successful. It's pretty... Oh, this actually could be the winning agenda still. But it would have to be like... I don't remember the agenda suite. Okay, the big issue here is having literally enough money to do this. All right, contract. Yeah, it is definitely the deck. So we're gonna play System Seizure, and we're going to do it. We're gonna run R&D. We can see also all of HQ, by the way, which is, you know, kind of tight. We just need to make sure we access with 12 credits, and hopefully don't hit a border control. If we hit a border control, it's fine. We have 2 more of these, or 1 more of these. 2 more. It's like a temporal Gabriel. Yeah, it's a Gabriel Celessi, but you can't use Gabriel Celessi on AI. So that's the best we got. Just a fucking border control. All right. All right, they got it. They survive another turn. There's a border control here, I think. So, they have to pop it now. Which is fine, because now we're going to go for a single. We still could lose to this. I just don't think it's likely. This draws us a card. So Rashida, we'll trash it for freedom. And hopefully we don't lose. We have to draw. This deck also doesn't have tag punishment. We can float tags freely. I think this deck, maybe this deck has one what's it called? Wait, we have this deck here. They didn't change it. This deck has literally no tag punishment, besides a wake up call, which does nothing. I think we are favored. Let me just check what that could be. Snare, Ronin. Ronin does net damage. Rashida. Broad Daylight. That's fine. It does nothing. Seaworks Project does nothing. Hostile. Yeah. Oh, actually, we have to run that. Yeah, we do have to run that in theory. We'll run R&D first, I reckon. Oh, never mind. So how many tags you take actually matters, because at some point we might not have the economy to sustain a counter surveillance. I feel like, oh, it's only 7 tags. I thought it was virus counters. Yeah, we can do a bit better. Floating 7 tags against whales just feels wrong. No. We're very, very, very safe. In fact, that's safe. We'll do that next turn. Hopefully we spend 16 credits on this. This could easily be a snare. If it hits the counter surveillance, we'll feel dumb. This is what? When you run R&D and HQ? Yeah. Face over the whole list? Yeah, I know. It's a snare. That's fine. If they pay the money, it's totally fine. We got a tag. We kept our counter surveillance. What did we lose? A dummy box. We still have 3 resources in hand in theory. I don't even think we trashed this. We definitely trashed the La Costa. Why would we trash this? They don't have preemptive, actually. Yeah, we'll trash it. And we'll use freedom. We have enough counters on this. Okay, that's good. So we just draw up a wee bit. Another wireless net pavilion is good. Again, this card doesn't say it's unique. It is unique. We can draw up. Ice Carver actually will save us usually 2 credits. Sometimes 4, but it doesn't work with System Seizure, I guess. I guess it does. And then next turn, we can probably pop off. They do have enough money for just border control. But again, most of their cards in their deck are tag-based. We also could flush out HQ, but this is our last counter surveillance, so I don't know. I don't know if we can take more tags. I don't honestly think we have enough money in our deck anymore. Like, we have no way to generate economy. Is there like an infinite econ card we could play? Like Magnum Opus? Because like, I don't know if we can break through this and pay 10. They just got a hostile takeover and installed something in server 1, advanced it once, advanced it again. So they're at 13 credits. They're also on game point. Do they have another hostile in the deck? Sorry, my face is on top of it. Yeah, they have 2 more. So that's bad for us. If they pulled a hostile, I guess we have to run HQ. I'm not going to take more tags. Seeing 10 is probably enough. It also locks them because they have no way to shuffle anymore. I think we could just drop this and run. And I think at worst, we pay 8 credits to get through everything, so this is probably fine. Ice Carver saves us, it costs us 1 credit. And then we have to run HQ and hit the 1 Atlas that's in there. If we don't win here, we can see 10 cards. They have another border control, and I think 1's on HQ. And then we have no multi-actions. God of War is so fucking expensive. This with Dean Lister used to be really good, because you do Dean Lister God of War, your hand says it's huge. And they are definitely on game point. Caddy? Oh yeah, we could play Caddy. It's slow, but we could play Caddy. Oh, are we through? There's no way that the server used to be 2 border control, right? Probably GG here. It's just 10 cards. Oh, it automatically paid it. Card from deck, it's a Whoredom. No, we have a Black Orchestra. It's a Contract Killer. No. It's a Whoredom. No. Hostile, that's 1. Mouseless, that's fine. Too big to fail. I don't know what else we'd freedom trash. Bulwark. Broad Daylight. Too big to fail. La Costa. Fuck! Yeah, Dean Lister was broken. My wife beat me once at Netrunner because of Dean Lister. Fucking Dean Lister's good. Alright, so we probably don't win. We have no more multi-axis. We've locked the top of their deck, so no matter what, this is going to be a long game. The rest of it, we have to run HQ here and perfectly like hit the... What's it called? But now the dummy box is really good. Yeah, I remember Amakua with Dean Lister. It was a bit good. Ah, it looks like they win. AGG. Oh. Oh, wait, they don't have. Discard down to 15 cards? Okay. They just need the hostile. They don't need the hostile. Like, I didn't count how many cards. It looks like they probably have the hostile and we don't have it here. We could have seen 2 more cards if we took 2 more tags. Not yet, amigo. Ooh. So they don't have it. They could have an agenda in hand, but now we have to go for singles. This is where fucking... What's it called would be good? Oh, they also cleared our current. I totally forgot about that. But Data Sucker would be good here. I think we do play Liberated. What, did we just run R&D? I think we just run HQ over and over again. Because they might have a 5-3 in there. By any means? Oh, wait. We have by any means. Wait, do we have by any means? Where's by any means? Is it the last card in our deck? Is by any means literally the last card in our deck? It's the last card in our deck. Oh, and you can't do by any means plus this run event. We're stupid. I thought you could counter surveillance and by any means. Of course you can't. This is a run event. This doesn't matter. So now these tokens are fine to take. They're just more trash abilities. Singles? Is this not a labor rights deck? You have no restricted card. We should just play labor rights. What are we thinking? Nice! Rabby, great. Good include. We're gonna run for a single here because it draws the last card. It's a bulwark. Do we freedom trash a bulwark? I think we might want to. We can't play by any means anymore because it's a priority. Lamau. I've never done that before. It's the last cards. Yeah, it's a priority, not run. Yeah. Oh, it does work. It's not a run. You're right. We just have to do that first. Okay. No, that's kind of cool. Whoa. Freedom. Yeah. Paperclip would be okay in this matchup. Yeah, let's do it for sure. Yeah, it does work. You're right. You're right. I forgot this is not a run event. This just is the whole turn. So like we could disrupt their hand. Now they're drawing like Hortums and Mouselie and stuff. I forgot. I think they just drew a contract killer if I'm not mistaken. But I don't pay enough attention generally to what they're drawing. Now they drew a Hortum or whatever. We have very little money left in our deck. We don't need to by any means this turn. The bulwark is going to be a problem. It's going to be a long ass game. Like counting how many cards in R&D is actually really important. And we did not do that. We also only have 15 more hit points, which actually shouldn't matter. Oh, our Black Arc is just still in hand. Awkward. That's fine. If there is a Hortum, it's totally fine for us. Yeah, we'll run HQ. Oh, Bulwark is miserable. If they res it. Oh, 1 program? 1 program? Come on. 1 program? I thought it was 2 programs. It's all Blort so you can throw it away to Bulwark. Oh, it's our choice. Yeah, right. I keep fucking that up. You're right. It's our choice. This is fine, though. We're pretty sure this will hurt him. Now they can't res the Bulwark, so we can run R&D. They have actually the other one that's a trace ice. I'm not worried about that. Wait, actually, what does that one do? Excuse me, I just need to look at this deck list. Trebuchet. It's going to cost us 12. It seems affordable. Why are we running R&D here? I don't know. We can better than anything else we have to do. Isolation on hand too? Sorry? There's a Trebuchet. Alright. So this does what? Trash 1 installed runner card. So it has to be... Oh my god, if they trash an Obelisk, how much of an issue is it? Some of an issue. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Nanico. Cheater McCheaterson? Wait, what? I guess we will... I guess we'll pay 12 for that. Oh boy. Oh boy. We have a lot of bad pub though. Not just kidding, just 3. It's a Mouseless. That's largely okay. 12 crits, no big. Do you have a third counter surveillance in hand? No, we lost one. What's up, Professor? We lost one early in the game. Counter. Wait, do we have a third counter surveillance in our hand? No. No. We do! What the fuck are we doing? How did we not notice that? We had another win condition in our hand this whole time. We're gonna trash your whole deck. That's all we have to do. Did they break R&D lock yet? Have we lost yet? We know this is not a border control. We still have to get through if it's a bulwark. What are we doing? We can see their whole deck if we can get in right now. It's just by it plus by any means a stylish way to do it. Yeah, for sure it is. But like, what do we do now? Click for credits? I guess we could play Acacia, but we don't have a lot of counters. I guess we'll take another tag. Oh my god, we had another by any means. Why are we spending 12 credits here for a single run? We could have fucking won the game. This in theory is a really good card right now. I still think they have a bunch of cards to get through. We could moshing for 3. It's better than clicking for 3. Ice Carver in theory saves us maybe actually 4 credits. Oh god, we fucked up. You still have Liberated? Do we? Hold on, I'll hit this button. Oh, we should have done it a long time ago. We do still have Liberated. Oh, I'm goofing all over the place. I can't, the cards are too small. How am I expected to see these cards? They're tiny. Yeah, we should have won this game. We might not. We still could. We might not. There's a button there that makes everything big, which is important for these sort of stupid decks. Unless, yeah, they could win right now. I think they're still locked, but they have been drawing aggressively. They might just unlock, and they have one more hostile that wins the game. If they draw a 5-3, it's awkward, but we don't win if they steal it. That's good. That means they're putting a bulwark there. Or maybe they're going to try and triple advance a Hordem. I don't know. They haven't seen this card yet. Oh. What? Why are you dedicating it? We have... Wait, is that a cost to steal? No. Why are you dedicating it? Seeing cards is a grudge. Cards for ants. Alright, so if we install this, we go down to 13 minus 6 is crunch the number 7. Then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's worse than clicking for credits. I guess we do moshing here just to throw out this, which is good. We'll throw the game day, obviously. That's kind of shit. And I don't know, Street Peddler. I don't think they're going to trash our shit. Oh, look at that. That's a good card. Can you open the archives? This looks like a Nathan Kelly's deck. Yeah, we played against this deck. This is the deck from New Zealand. That was played at New Zealand Nats. I know this deck pretty well. We played a fair bit against it and as it. We have to respect border control, so I think we're doing credit run. Or sorry, credit run. Man, EMP device actually I think was really solid in this deck. Oh, wait, no, undo click. What are we doing? Server 1. This doesn't win us the game though. Okay. Okay, bulwark. Going to have to break all of that. Fine. We might have just wanted to... Oh, very good. We lost. We had it! I didn't realize we didn't have another counter surveillance. Fuck me. Oh, it feels so bad. Dag, yo, I know. We found all 3 border controls. There's no way, good game. Ah, fuck. I thought this whole game I had thrown out a counter surveillance. I have the 3rd in hand. R&D, we can't. I think we know what this card is. You're right though. It's actually technically our best plays running archives. I don't know why they dedicated it. I was wondering why you're only running 2 of them. Me too. This has more of a chance to win. Single 1 card, there's no way we win. We were so teched against this deck. Actually, for what it's worth, like Bulwark is really difficult, but everything else we were pretty well teched against. Like their whole deck is net meat damage. Should have won that. Yeah, I think so. We could have seen everything. We spent 12 credits to get to Trebuchet when we could have won. We definitely could have won that. Like, we paid 12 credits for single access when we could have played all of it and played Liberated and done that correctly. We'll do it again. We'll do this game again. We can fix this. They had to dedicate to score next turn to spend 2 clicks installing it. Did they draw it last in their click? What did they do? Okay, hold on. Successful run? No agendas, who would have guessed? Install ice, CityWorks. Okay, so yeah, they iced it up, which with this, which did very much matter. So that's why they dedicated it. So they threw out all the snares. They threw out an archer, which is worse than Trebuchet. The mouse lie they threw out. Good game. Damn it. But that was definitely ours to win. We fucked it up. We were also kind of lucky that this wasn't an Alfig deck that was trying to kill us.
Sorry.
Damn. You know what? You had fun, so you did win. Did I have fun? I'm kind of upset with myself. Hey, cheers. You too. See you around. Catch you around. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll definitely do another one. What time is it? 10:44? Yeah, we got 1 or 2 more games in us. We got this. If you're just tuning in, how's it going? My name's Andre. Welcome. Hopefully you're having an okay time not getting sick, not getting anyone else sick. Hopefully things are okay. We're a runner. Gotta get the labor rates in there. Yeah, you're right, Distort. Yeah, let's get that in. Oh, close knows what we're up to. Close plays a lot of kill big ice fucking blue sun, and close blue sun says we're gonna be upset. Okay, so the hopper suit probably isn't worth the influence. Let's be honest. Let's play what's it called? Fuck it. I can't think of anything better. We want to have at least 1 labor rights. Probably 2. But then we have to cut stuff. Fine. I'm not convinced this Acacia is going to be good. 1's enough. Okay, I don't know if this is going to refresh. Oh, yeah, it did. We didn't check it. Pad taps? Oh, yeah, pad taps would be good. I think maybe rogue trading is better than pad taps because it gives us tags, and sometimes we need to accelerate that. But pad taps is really good. In a sense, you won. In another more accurate sense, you definitely lost. Yeah, in one way, we're all winners, right? In one way, it's only Jay Whalen's a winner. Do you have no unicorn before? No, we decided not to. I know this deck is tagging me. That's all I know, I swear. It's a blue sun deck. We are so weak to big ice. Fuck me, it's gonna be miserable. They have Chrysiums, maybe. Chrysium is really good in blue sun, and they have border control. This is gonna be absolute garbage. Opening hand's okay, I guess. Yeah, our win rate here is really low. We actually, I don't know if this is accurate, but we've been playing a lot of JNet in the last like 2-3 weeks, specifically the last week. I think without any stats, 80% of the games that we've been playing have been Wayland. When we're playing against Corpse, I think like 80% of the games have been Wayland. This is going to take over deck, I swear. Yeah. The scarcity is an issue actually. We don't have a current. I guess we lose. I didn't consider that. Fuck. Dude, you free trash at Red Planet. Yeah. Tell me about it. My overall win rate on runners, Jane has 25%, so I won't throw stones from my glass house. Same here, but I play not garbage. Does it actually have like our stats for last games who we played against? My win rate on JNet's 65, which is not bad. We play a lot of weird decks. I feel pretty good about those numbers. It's actually really... Oh my god, Nanico just knocked over the speakers, or not speakers, the headphones, and absolutely lost her shit. Here, 1 second. No, it's fine. It's all good. She's just scared of herself. Nanico, why'd you knock that out? I need that. Those are nice. You don't like those? She doesn't like headphones. Alright. Yeah, that's rough. That could be the SDS. I don't know. I think we're gonna go for another single. My god, our deck is only resources. Oh, Gatekeeper, yeah, very good. Did you take a system seizure? Oh no, you're right. We do have 1 current. Ooh, we can draw for it. Oh boy. Oh goody. We play this for 3. I doubt it. Draw and throw out the worst card, which is the 3rd Liberated. Rashida again. Rumor mill. Let's do the rumor mill count. That last game, rumor mill would have turned off nothing, but it feels good. That was another learning we had on this channel recently. We played a really bad Wayland deck last week. Oh no, Nanako. Hold on. Oh, 1 second. She just pulled the power out of the second monitor, so I don't have Twitch chat or YouTube chat for a second. So just give me a hold on. Hopefully it comes back. Oh boy. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Nah, she's great. She has no idea what she's up to. So that's a big old Chiashi. We cannot derez that because we have no fractors. It's going to take us approximately at least 2 turns to get enough counters up to speed. What we're going to do is we're going to find a program. We're going to find a we need to take the current. We need to turn off the current. It's going to be really hard. They also have a shit ton of money. So if we interact with them here, maybe they can't balance. Oh, no, that's not right. Maybe they can't. No, it's an SDS. We don't want that. God, this sucks. Is border control a unique non-region asset or recurrent? Because I think Rumor might have helped. Yeah. You know what? Actually, there is a really good counter to border control that this deck had in Criminal. And that was, what's his name? It's okay. It's not the best counter. It's actually a pretty bad counter. But in theory, it's a counter. No, not really. I'm talking about Bachlan Botchkin, which is a surprisingly relevant card against that. Was it Dean Lister? Lucky Charm doesn't work on R&D though. But yeah, you're right, McGreen. Lucky Charm. The Criminal deck did have a 1 of Lucky Charm for remotes. But that card actually ran HQ a fair bit. All right, so cool thing is that our resources are really bad, so we can get rid of them. This is fun. Botchkin is a good one. It is, but they can derez it. The thing about Botchkin is Botchkin... Oh, no, yeah. Botchkin, it doesn't do enough, because as soon as they res it, they can pop it. I think you can only use Botchkin on an approach or counter. Maxwell James doesn't exist. My favorite board control counter is Ankusa. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, I think we're really fucked. I think we're just going to put this down and then run into an Orion or a Chiashi or some shit. At least if they res a Chiashi, they can't res the remotes Chiashi. And then we can't steal the STS. You have a lot of money. Why not pay extra 2? Oh, this is fine. We could. We probably should. Just none of these are particularly good right now. He drew 1 card. I love Saker, even though it hurts me all the time. Yeah, Saker's just unfortunately not that efficient, but that's kind of the point. They also, oh, that's fine. At least hitting 2 on 1 turn's okay. Okay. We just need to find our tag card. The thing is, like, if we play it now, obviously it gets SDS, so we don't do that. Oh, that's actually kind of a good card. Also, sweet thing here is those gatekeepers are rezzed. So we can get through these. We might be able to do this. We actually could have considered running the remote because they couldn't res Chiashi. If they res like a Surveyor, we're fucking laughing, right? The problem is that this deck does have... This deck does have big money. So it can probably trash through all this shit. Did we spend a click to rob them of 2 credits? Probably not. Fuck it. Kill us. We spent 3 clicks for 4 credits. Not particularly great, but they have to trash it. Oh, this is not good. Oh boy. So we need to find a God of War stat. They are bouncing, so now God of War is going to spend 12 credits to get through Gatekeeper. I wish the rogue trading was 2x System Seizure right now. It could be 3x even. We have the influence. I think System Seizure is just one influence. Haha, got him. That was better than running in Geofront. So we can't install program. That's the thing, like server 1 just blocks up program. And that's probably a Gatekeeper again. I think we run server 1. The thing is, like, they have no reason to res because we don't have a program, and as soon as we play a program, they can res. And then SCS is a problem. Oh. Well, it's not worth playing because they're going to score an agenda. Fuck it. Money. Oh, we're tagged. We shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. That's our second system wireless net pavilion. I forgot we were tagged. Likely wouldn't have done that. Yeah, we have Blorch. If we draw Blorch, you're right. We can Blorch run. Please score it. You've done well. All right. Cool. Cool. Okay. So now we do have 6 cards in hand. That's fine. It's scary, so they won't contest it. Yeah, it can be. It really can be. The game day is going to get good eventually. We can't get more tags because we did throw away the rogue trading pretty trivially. But we can get more tags. They have to decide which card to throw out. We know that there's a Chiashi somewhere, a Gatekeeper somewhere, assuming there's Surveyors, which we'd be like stoked to face check. That's not very good. Oh yeah, that card has that art now. That art's cool. All right, so that's some resources, not enough resources. We're just gonna keep drawing. Oh, that's what we wanted. All right, so we had to throw out some cards. Labor rights probably isn't necessary this game. Yeah, I think it might be too late. The EMP device is definitely worth keeping to some extent. This is definitely worth keeping. This is System Seizure is going to be really important in this matchup, maybe. System Seizure and EMP device admittedly are a bit anti-synergistic. We obviously don't need this. We have to throw out, like, what? 2 more? I think the labor rights might not be good. We want to keep as many resources in hand as possible, just so they spend their whole turns paying 4 trash. It doesn't get anywhere. I think we trash the System Seizure. No, it's a current. Huh. This eventually is really good. I don't know what we throw out here. I guess the EMP device is basically like a System Seizure. Let's do that. System Seizure turns out the current. Because even if there is multiple ice, hopefully we have enough tokens on our God of War for that not to matter. And we can't steal SDS drone deployment a lot of times with God of War unless we have multiples, but we could always by any means it. And again, here's where the border controls come at. I don't think this deck has much legs against border control. Fuck yeah, Keisha, let's go. Purge me. Purging actually is pretty relevant because it does shut us out. I didn't realize they put a card in server 1. But like you notice a lot of these matchups, even where decks were specifically designed to have good money, and I don't think the last outfit deck does have good money, it might be a struggle to start trashing our stuff. It just seems intimidating. Ooh, hostile. Okay, they're on game point. That's probably the worst thing we've got going for us. We're going to need, on average, only like 2 or 3 tokens from God of War, which is cool. With the System Seizure. Oh, fuck. No, we're going to need more. With the EMP device, we only need 2 tokens. Here, we're going to need more tokens, not more money. So at least there's 2 options. Take a tag. 2 virus. Okay, hand size is a bit higher. Draw. Fuck. Draw. All right. Draw. Okay. Paparazzo. Do we play it for 2? Do we think this is a kill deck? I'm not convinced it is. You don't put gatekeepers in kill deck, do you? I don't think it's a kill deck, chat. Could die here. Actually, it's kind of hard because we have a big hand size. Right now, double does 8 damage. Yeah, we could die. Double high profile target. Server 1 Rashida maybe? Also could just be like Lacoste or some value card. Double advance. And an ice. Rutrow. I guess we lose? I guess we lose? I don't know. There's a fourth ice there. Freedom of ability also never matter, but I don't think Hoshiko's matter anyways. Do we just play Quetzal? Why would they kill? Yeah, that's a good question. And if there's border control in here, like we're fucked anyways. Yeah, I think we can just concede. I'm kidding, we'll run the remote. We can get up to, this could be 8 strength with Surveyor. So I guess we need 16 credits. We lose the border control anyways, so running last click doesn't feel that bad. Oh, good game. This sucks. Admittedly, Blue Sun's like pretty hard to interact with, but like, god damn, that was brutal. So running through that didn't matter. Can you res all? My draws were perfect. It seemed okay. They have DRM though, so I imagine they don't draw the agendas, they just find the agendas. So this is Chiashi, okay, into Afshar. We called the Surveyor. We thought there was a Chiashi here. Apparently it's in hand still. They have the Afshar, which would be fine. So we didn't have to boost strengths, but just talking about it, we needed 2 tokens for this, 2 tokens for this, 1 token for this, 1 token for this. So we couldn't even run through this once, let alone 3 times. Max seems tricky now. Nat and cut to 40 cards. If time to combo is the most important, maybe max. I don't think shaving 5 cards off to Nat would be good for an ability that's probably never going to be on, considering playing Obelisk. Max is a bit too tricky. I think the biggest issue now is, at least the meta that we're playing on JNet specifically, is that like everyone and their dog has border control, and we've been, I guess, consistently been running into some pretty big ice. We're like pretty well teched against asset spam matchups. I think against CTM we're pretty good unless they're on psychographics, which would be hard. A little bit more this and gag for Saturday's online competition. In the last tourney I played, people were more teched for assets. I don't know if that, you know. Yeah, like there's no good way for us to do with border control, which is obviously like a huge issue. Putting pressure on and running and interacting is like, I don't know. I think this is obviously like a really bad matchup. Like hitting a Chiashi, maybe it's actually not that bad when they spend 12 on it, but they get the money back. I think like our engine, once it is set up, like it totally does work, and we could have gone in and accessed 3 cards. We just set up way too slow, because I think at the early game we probably didn't play it properly. We might have just wanted to do draw card, draw card, draw card, just like draw into our win con, because if we don't have God of War, we do nothing. So we might even just want to mulligan for that. As some Gag or big threats, I don't think people will expect Blue Sun. Yeah, I don't think so. Blue Sun is always the polar opposite answer to assets. It's hard to prep for both. Hey, good games. Catch you around. Oh man, that's rough. Also, our ability didn't once matter, which, you know, kind of feels bad. Putting a 50 card deck, which only adds 4 cards, which obviously isn't a good start. We could have like the ability of what's her name, of Alice Merchant, which is interesting. It just does pressure archives, which is actually pretty relevant in slowing them down. Because that was a big thing in this matchup specifically, is that we, not even in one slightest bit did we slow them down. Like they could do whatever they want. Like we couldn't fork them, we couldn't put any pressure on, and so they did whatever the fuck they wanted to. We also installed cards that didn't matter, like Wireless Net Pavilion, Dummy Box. None of that shit mattered because this wasn't a Tag Me deck, and I don't think I realized that when I played them. Like these only matter if you want to prevent your, like, I don't know, your Liberateds, or like in theory if you can play Counter Surveillance the time you fire it, it's fine too. But like these cards were fucking useless, and we paid premium for them. Not that the money mattered. The biggest thing is we didn't get this down really. And once we get this down though, still, like we have to go through this like once with border control. I guess that's a really good server, but like, holy shit. Announcing Blue Sun on a popular Netrunner stream will certainly keep it quiet. I don't know. The thing is, like, it's also really hard for people that haven't played Blue Sun to like just pick up Blue Sun and play it on a tournament on Saturday. I guess whatever. Maybe that's the mind games. That's where you go on this channel and you say like, "Oh, I'm going to play CTM on Saturday," and then everyone texts for it, and then you go play Blue Sun or whatever is the antithesis to some asset spam matchup. I actually almost never play the decks I can bring to the tournament 2 days before the tournament on stream. I usually play something different just to kind of fuck with people. I think that's fun. All right. Well, I don't like this deck and I don't want to play it anymore. I think it definitely could be optimized. I think the 0% win rate should have been a 50 if we were just a bit more clever. And I really wish I could find stats. Like, look at this. There's so much Wayland. Okay, it was just the top, but there's so much Wayland on JNet, and it's always incoming 3 plus static tech. Yeah, man, I've been not having fun playing against Wayland on JNet for the last like month. It's been miserable. It's really not fun. It went from my favorite thing. Playing against Wayland playing as Wayland used to be my favorite thing, and now it's gone to I think the faction I play the least, and probably the faction I don't enjoy playing against the most. It's because people want to murder the runner. Yeah. It's a decent concept. I bet this deck could be good. It's a fine concept. I'm pretty sure if we swung it into criminal, we'd just be better off because we have more ways to pressure them. Like just having diversion of funds, having pad tap, stuff like that's good. It's not hard to put this into like what are the cards that we gain that we are doing that Anarch isn't or criminal isn't doing. Firstly, we don't have card draw. We didn't play Hoshiko. Freedom is good against assets. 100% you can give him that, but we haven't hit that yet, so we don't know. We haven't tested that matchup. But like let's go through the cards. By any means, definitely very sweet. We could play that. We can't play that really. It's like 5 influence, so we haven't fired it convincingly, but it is a cool card for sure. Logic game day. Anybody can spend influence. Labor rights, an interesting card. 2 of is probably too many, we'll be honest. It's not a very good draw. Moshing, not particularly. Gamble, system seizure, we're splashing it. Acacia probably won't matter. I don't think purging is like a really good strat against this deck. Like it actually it is. It's pretty good. It buys you some fair bit of time, but when you have EMP device, maybe not. Obelisk is a card you can splash. God of War is the really I think the big fancy card in this deck because it's now modernly hard to print tags because you don't have Liza, right? Typical Andre, I bet this Apex decks would be better in criminal. Yeah, this is fine NBA, but would it be better in criminal? Hey, what can you do? What can you do? But that's the truth. It's like who has good run events pressure. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking. Does anybody love 419? Hey, what's up? Most the Apex decks probably would be better in criminal though, to be fair. Yeah, it's true. Just need to change one card. Changes to 419. Counter surveillance, we splashed that. We probably only play 2. Cast is fine. Demibox, you splash anyways. Carver doesn't do anything. Not that important if you play God of War. If you're not playing God of War, Liberate's worse than rogue trading, and then that's it. Like, we're not gaining a lot from playing as an Anarch. Besides the idea that we thought Freedom plus God of War would be really cool, and maybe it is. Maybe we're just missing the Nihilist. We just don't have enough card draw on this. All right, all right. What do we want to play? We can play. I think we got one more game. We got one more game. I'll take if anybody does have, and it's awkward if they don't, because we'll sit here in silence for like 10 to 15 minutes. If anyone has a deck list that they want to throw, we'll play it, as long as it's not like a grind deck that you reckon is going to take an hour and a half, because that doesn't sound fun. So anyone has a deck, otherwise I'm just going to go on NetRandDB and grab one, because building one generally takes a bit more time than we have time for tonight. It's foul, JK. I literally don't have a single legal deck anymore because I haven't been to FLGS since Uprising dropped. Oh, you're missing out if you can go. It's really cool. Don't have any current legal, sorry. Oh, it's all good. More Wayland. God fucking damn it, Tokays. What is this? By the way, there's a Montreal Stores pseudo champion. If you're in the Montreal area, that's kind of what we've agreed on. It's a bit awkward. Come in and join if you can. That's a Discord code. It's on Saturday. Starts at 11:30. More information on Montreal Netrunner on Facebook. It's Earth Station deck. Yeah, it has Embolus in it. I'll play it. Huh? How do you ever play Commercial Bankers Group in Wayland's so hot right now? How do you play Commercial Bankers Group in Earth Station? Tokay, is this your list? How? It's impossible. Huh? You just Embolus and never ice it? They can pay 6 credits and go trash it. It's like it's not hard. What is this? Just click ID, easy peasy? I got a bunch of folks that work hooked and now I just can just play at lunch. It's the best. Bluff? Any card is better than a bluff than this. You don't ice the remote? How do you win? What? Like late game when you draw this, it's literally trash, right? You just don't have to play it. Play the Motion Earthrise? What does that mean? No, I mean bluff. It's easy peasy. What is this? Secure and protect? Why? For this Winchester? Drafter? Well, fine. I like Embolus. This is jank, but fuck, we'll do it. It has more money than the Earth Station deck we built on what Tuesday. This card I think is like legit. Numbers are fine, but I don't think we can protect our remotes. Earth Station Mushin. Hold on, Tokes. I'm sorry. That's wild though. Oh. Built the deck FPTs we played. It just Mushins and that's it? It just plays Mushin and then PD Court in. Okay, so you basically lose a film critic. This is interesting. 12 ice though. I guess he never iced the remote. Oh my god. Fucking iceless. That's the thing though, like with this. It's like you could do iceless, sure, you could do iceless Earth Station, but if you just put a border control on it, it's a lot better. Because they have to pay 6 twice, right? Like it's just so easy. It's so easy. I'll play this. Yeah, fuck it, we'll try it. I won't get salty. Secure Core V2. It's a good name though. Secure Core V2. Earth Station's SEA headquarters. You ready to be the most winningest Earth Station deck on my list? Actually, how many Earth Stations have we ever played? I think it's like a very small number. So we paid on Wednesday. We lost. Oh, we lost one. We won most of them. Okay, I'll take it. Control F. It's actually kind of frozen loading. We'll give it a second. Whew. Oof. One of the cool things, I don't know, I guess about working at home is you don't have to go to bed too early, I guess. Earth Station. How many Earth Stations have we played? Oh, we played this one. Going up. Space Station. That's it. We played 4. It's been out for a while. Earth Station may be the best looking card Nisei's printed, and that's saying something. I disagree with you on that. I know a lot of people like it. I think the art on it is pretty good, but I think there's just other better art. I think there is other better art. It's hard to say this without being like negative about other stuff, but like the art in Uprising altogether, much better than the art from Downfall. Like the art in Uprising is really good. Corp. Does this deck have a Crisium? Yeah, I think it does. Yes, 2. And Cyberdex. Ooh, cheeky. This actually might be the time that we get to play Winchester for the first time. We might just secure and protect it because we've got to play Winchester. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Yeah, it totally is. It totally is. I think also what helps is that a lot of their there's full arts of some of them, and they're great. I think they have some really good full arts, but no, I do like the art a lot better on Uprising, I think. 2 Crazy Men, also 3 Transport Monopoly. They just pay 6 around the remote, right? A Transport Monopoly is cool with Embolus, I'll give you that. Speaking of Embolus. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is the hand. This is the best hand. This is so fucking good. Sub-modifying alternate art is beautiful. I like it a lot. You can actually check out the person who draws that. Hey, hey. Oh, yo, it's Floofy. They have a lot of other flowers you can find out on like Art Station or Deviant. I forget where they post them specifically, which is cool. But particularly, I actually kind of like I like this about Magic the Gathering. It's been around for so long. You want to play a blue land, you have like 700 different choices more accurately, and so you can kind of express yourself in your choices. And I like that Netrunner now has that with a bunch of cards have like 4 different versions. SMC now has 2. I chose to play the old one because it's old school. I like it, but I like the new one too. I don't know. I was kind of hoping SMC would rotate. It would be the same kind of push as when Jackson rotated. I think it's integral unless you printed a new cool one. And they kind of tried that in Terminal Directive. There was like a pseudo SMC. Even in Katara maybe there was, but it is a bit bad. Fucking run it. Run it! Oh, it's all coming together. We definitely want to ice R&D. This is Freedom. Freedom gets accesses. We'll see how it goes. Should maybe be more than one reduced server. Oh, reduced servers in here. Reduced servers is a good card, but then all our cards are really weak to oh, this should have a counter on it. Are really weak to running centrals. And we can't protect all our centrals, can we? Does it not work? Oh, counter virus maybe? Nailed it. I might have fucked it up because the strength should be 5. We'll see. I love your opponent's name. Yo, they're actually in Twitch chat. With a Kiwi Burb. Liberated coming down. Hey, do you know who has money? Do you want to pay 8 credits to trash this? Be my guest. Put this on R&D. Credit. We can get the Embolus going. Oh my god, this is so cool. And if they don't know what this is, this looks so terrifying. Let me move my face. I should not have put it there. This is kind of wild. Compile was a fine card when David was around. Yeah, Compile is cool. Hey, talk about the new SMC. So that means generally that they're on, what's it called? Consume, all that sort of stuff. Do you want to pay a credit to put on Embolus? Yeah, I do. But the thing is, like, they can spend 16 to run this. I guess then we have to ice up all our centrals. Crisium is good here. I think we put Crisium on HQ and credit, but we just don't have enough money to res all this stuff. We went from pretty quick, how do you play this, to this is cool. We have a good opening, though. Bad openings would be really awkward, but like this is kind of fun. You have to spend 12 credits to begin to trash this, unless they run a central, which they definitely are. Oh god, we're fucked. Okay, this is bad now. Tokes, what have you done? Crisium just in time, yeah, totally. It's a paperclip, restrict a card, it's good. Fuck you. We're not flipping. We're not flipping. Doesn't take the Embolus token off, nothing. We have a gold farmer, which they have knives in their deck. That's pretty bad for us. The drafter could be cool, brings the sandstone back. They need to trash this. They could run again, then run this. And we lose the Embolus token. It's all falling apart. Wait. No, this is fine. Palangi. Oh, because they can use the virus counters. Oh. It's not good anymore. They had the answer, which was a modicum of credits. At least we keep the Embolus we can't afford. I can't believe they played Palangi as like a 1 credit install. We're gonna respectfully not do that. What could we possibly draw into here? I think we put this on HQ and click for credits. They also are not on Yusuf, it seems. They probably don't trash that, do they? We could just flip. Fuck it. We'll flip. Fuck it. If they run, we probably gain a credit. This deck is nuts. I respect it. I wonder how fucking optimized the no ice remote could be. Oh shit, it's here. Gotta purge that Yusuf at some point. No. Is this unique? Fuck. Draw to hedge fund? Oh, Rashidza. I imagine this is gonna be poorly for us. They still have no money. But we can res all this ice, and then they get a Yusuf counter, and they have a Plangi. So this is a gold farmer. It's more important that we res the R&D ice. Alright. Pretty good. Border control. Might gain us some credit. You can play IPO another 6 or 8 scan turns. Actually, maybe in 2. If Rashida lives. If we could just ice everything up and res it, like if we just get over that hump of economy and we can start locking shit down, we might be okay. Judging on the way things are going right now, probably not. We just need to keep 4 credits because we need res border control. We can always pop border control to keep Rashida around, which could be right. Oh man, if we just had 1 Embolus token. I'm popping the border control. I'm doing it. I'm fucking serious. I want this Rashida. Okay. Stop it. No. Alright, they flip. They could trash an Embolus. They flip our identity, that's fine. I'm not gonna pay the credits here just because we could play gamble if we get it. SCP. What does SCP get us? It's really expensive. It could get an Afshar, which is relatively strong. Do we play this for Afshar? Thinking. Okay, how lean can we go? The problem is we have to ice up everything, so I don't think putting the credit on here is that good. We have another one in hand. So we'll play this all on HQ. I guess we'll put this in server 1. And I guess we have to flip. Wastes everyone's time. Wastes everybody's time equally. They're not respecting hard hitting news. I know we don't have money and our deck looks hella weird. But like, this is good. At least it's gonna be a couple use of counters to get through this bad boy. Unfortunately, Rashida dies. Said I can't use sandstone counters on freedom. Oh. I think they know it's a sandstone because it was on top of the deck. So it's more important that we res the sandstone. 3 clicks is really too many. For us? Oh boy. And we're gonna need to purge at some point. So like basically if we get a CVS off the top of R&D, that's the best we could possibly ask for. How many counters do they need for this? A fair few. No, not that many. They can just bounce into this. Oof. I said 5 strength, so they can do counter, counter, counter. They steal the SSL, we're probably not that upset. I actually didn't even check the agenda suite. Please take SSL. Hit the IPO again. At least they don't click for credit, they're gonna trash one of these. Do you have like 5 of those? 6. Alright. They flipped our ID. Alright. Uses. Oh, actually, no, they can trash everything. No, they can only trash 1. Because they can only use Freedom's turn once per turn. So I imagine they just trashed the Rashida for free. And this, they don't have the 2 credits. They have no money. Hey, talk about no money, though. No, thank you. I think it's important to put this on HQ as much as we can't. And then at least we can res the gold farmer. So if they can mine anything, it'll be off of archives. Eventually we'll res this, then it'll be pretty good. I'm worried that it will get knifed. We will res the gold farmer here. They lose their money when they pass it. Next turn we're gonna be clicking for money anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. They could break these. Lol. Yep. Getting what's it called? An Afshar on HQ is really cool because they can't knife it. So they lose all their money. They can't actually knife it because it they can't break all the subroutines. Oh, SSL. Oh, okay. Well, that's scary. At least that's gonna be IPO in 3 turns, as predicted in chat by Apathy. 6 to 8 scant turns. That's all it takes. So next turn we're gonna be on 5 credits. So we can probably just take all the money. Then we'll purge in 2 turns and we'll throw some stuff out. Probably SCP. I don't think we're ever gonna play. We're never gonna see Winchester. It's not important. We also remember they do have Paperclip, which is a card. This is something you kind of want to knifed. We obviously can't res that. We actually could just purge here. This is going great so far. I think we might just want to purge here because we have Drafter. They can always just run this though. Yes, thank you. No, thank you. I think we do purge here. We don't need that. If we res the Drafter, it'll fire, it'll bring back Rashida and the remote, which they can trash, so that's actually pretty bad until we flip. They also don't have Palangi, so they might be scared. What does Drafter even fucking do? Oh, it adds it to HQ. No, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. They don't have anything. No, this is really good. They keep stealing SSL, the money problems are taken care of. We'll give them all 3. Then we won't have to worry about money. Okay, add 1 card from archives to HQ. I'm a big fan of Commercial Bankers Group right now. It's gonna be hard for them to deal with. We know where we can use the Embolus money next turn, so we can do install flip. I like that. And then, well, what does this say? Install card from HQ archive. So we can just put the Charisma Grid on HQ. Seems fine. Not my precious secure and protect. What do you play that for? Winchester, Afshar, Hordem, or what's it? You have 3 Maromati in this deck? Charisma Grid coming back is sweet. Man, that's actually the best drafter I've ever hit in all the time I've tried to put this in HP. So next turn we do install. Oh, they're trashing this. For money. Oh no, just for counters. That's fine. Late game surveyor often? Oh, for HQ? Yeah, that's cool. You don't pay install cost, right? Oh, pay 3 fewer. That's such a weird. Why couldn't they just make it whatever fewer? Oh, it's a hippo. Huh. That could be an issue. They're drawing no cards and they have everything they need to perfectly pressure us. I guess that's what Yusuf does. Alright, I guess they're good. Now we don't have to purge. Oh, they're not trashing it. Yeah, I think we do. Am I gonna throw out a border control? No, I'm gonna throw out an Embolus. Let's go. Let's fucking go. They trash the gold farmer? I guess. They hippo the gold farmer? Yeah, this is bad for us. At least it's not HQ. They can't hippo the sandstone anymore. God, I want this game to work out. Yeah, fine, trash it. It's okay. We got a border control. It's fine. Poor Embolus. We spent money on that. And they have no money, so they don't lose money from this. Cool. Access card from R&D, not an agenda. That's a good start. We're gonna have money next turn. We're gonna have money. Their econ's really shit. Like if they just drew and play econ, they might have been able to contest this remote. Are they planning to run HQ? I guess if we res a Chrism, we can't res this. Yeah, we res the Chrysium. Oh, please don't take the SSL. We're gonna get totally robbed here if they take the SSL. Okay, so we have to res this. Yeah, otherwise they'll have exactly enough to trash this. We can't res this though, so we're not gonna have money. Please not SSL. This also doesn't make it a successful run, so they don't get the use of token, which is pretty clutch. Do we put the Embolus counter on? Probably not, because we can't really ice R&D. Not compellingly. If they hit their Surveyor, it's pretty good. Is that money? We're so close! We're so close to having money! Soon, if we res a Surveyor, we can't res the fucking comm group. I don't think I've seen any other card like HQ like ever before. I'm telling you, I got 6. It's 7 now. And like, they're not setting up for the future. They're going aggro now to close the game. And, you know, they're doing a good job pressuring us. But like, I don't know. Once we get this Embolus running, and it's going to be hard because they do pressure us pretty well, we might be in an okay spot. This is the one turn where they're probably like, okay, you got it. Which is good, because we're going to do like hedge fund into IPO and then Emboli for days. I'm sitting on my chair like this. It's a real game. Paladin Poemo. Okay. Off to the races. Fuck. Multiple copies of the shitty card. Damn it. Also, Rumor Mill's really good. 6 to 8 turns was optimistic for IPO, apparently. Yeah, it was. It honestly was. That's a good card. Sort of. So, once we get this Embolus up to some amount of tokens, we're just going to go ahead and jam the SSL on top of reduced service. Here comes the money, yeah. And we don't have to res this. We can always res this later, which is really cool. Because, like, we don't have to res this right away. We can let the Embolus fire a couple turns. Okay. So this obviously doesn't go on the remote. So I think we do this. So we can draw once. Oh, we can't put it on HQ. That's acceptable. Is it more important that this goes here? Yeah, it's more important this goes on R&D right now. We can put this next turn. We just can't jam next turn. Okay, we're set up. They gassed themselves out a bit, so it's going to be a while for them to get back up. Oh, never mind. Embolus. I want this card to work so bad. It's so mean. It's so fucking mean. Virus Breeding Grounds? Acceptable. Oh god, we got more of them. Draw for ice? Okay. Okay. I guess Transit Monopoly is better than Atlas, but we could jam an ally. This is obviously our weakest link. Oh, we should have res the Jinja. Yeah, totally. Res the Jinja for sure. We will res the Jinja for sure. And once Embolus gets up to strength, like, it doesn't matter if they keep running archives, because then they just can't contest the remote. And then always before they run, you res this and it costs 8 credits more. Oh god, you're a genius. This deck is so cool. That's a free Virus Breeding Grounds. Their Gachapon hit MK Ultra, Street Peddler, Orchestra. We didn't check if there's anything in the bin. Nothing so far. They have a paperclip and they have a chip, which gives them access to SMC, which gives them access to anything, as long as they trash their Palongi. But Palongi's a real threat here, right? Getting the CVS in the remote too would also be like hella clutch. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I guess we jam the Atlas. They can't run this. It's impossible for them to run this now. Do we get 2 counters or do we get 1 counter and put a comms bank group back? Street Peddler. They do have a fair bit of virus tokens on Virus Breeding Grounds. They can't move them to Palongi because you can only move this to a card that already has a counter on it. You're in good shape. Only being 3 points down at this point when someone set up. Yeah, I know. They're setting up now though, and I don't know what they do. 1 in bankers, I say? I think so. I think we have enough in hand that we can win with 1 counter. It's not like we have to do like crazy econ warfare shit. And they're clicking for credits, so like, power to us. Good Jinja. Yeah, we could use a bit of cash infusion. It's actually probably better just to hedge fund there, I'll be honest. Because I think next turn we're jamming the SSL anyways. I think that Bankers was wrong. This honestly might be worth pulling a CVS and just putting a CVS in the remote. I think we just pulled this a CVS, especially if we draw the winning agenda. We just pull a CVS, put it in the remote. Just 11 more ice in the deck. Yeah, this for CVS is clutch. I remember you put a CVS in the deck, which I thought was weird, but like, I get it. How the fuck do they deal with this? We also put a Crisium in archives, right? Oh my god, this is dirty. Knob Curie, that's fine. Good luck trying to make a successful run. I think they were on archives this turn. Consume, yeah, expected. That's 5 influence, mind you. Looks like they want to interact with us. Oh wait, 10. Okay, so we put a Crisium in archives, hedge fund, and maybe we let this go for a return. Border control is also clutch. Get another piece of ice on here with the Jinja. It's half our deck, I think, is basically ice. 10 out of 21. All right, clicking for credit feels good. All right. Reza Comms Group. Yes, Hortum. Yes. Okay, we'll draw once. Archives. Do we actually put the Afshar in front of this? Or we put it on HQ? I guess we put the Afshar on HQ. Yeah, it protects this. If they, whatever, they fucking knife this, it's not the end of the world. Okay, okay. Next turn we jam SSL. Again, I think we might just want to tutor for CVS. No, wait. There's an imp. Give me that CVS. They're gonna try and imp the Crisium. They have to deal with 3 different subtypes. Now they do have the paperclip. They do have Hortum tokens, or use of tokens, excuse me. This is gonna take 2 credits off of them regardless of what they do. I don't think they have any way to trash this. There's no like weird combo with Trifano, right? No. And then we don't res the Hortum so we can hit them with the big Surveyor. This is going to be our cutlery protection. So they lose 2 and the run feels good. Money is falling apart. Floofy has Blorch in the bin, right? I don't think so. They put one back in their deck. We saw Blorch and MK Ultra with Gacha, but they put him back. Jam SSL use tutor for winning agendas, maybe? I think if we, like, I think you're right, Plywood. Like, we could do that, but I think really defensively, if we take the Cyberdex Fire Suite, they're really gonna struggle to interact with us. I also don't think we need to invest in this Embolus anymore. I think 6 might be enough. Is 6 enough? Yeah, remember the reduced service? 100% will remember the reduced service. The thing is, we don't have to remember this yet, because they can't run this remote. Because every time they run this remote, we pop it. Once this gets down to 0, then we res the reduced for 4. If I was playing on the other side of this deck, I'd be so upset. Oh, let me shrink my face. They installed a bunch of shit. We're not going to ice this remote. It's really good for this channel that we can put our camera here, because we're never going to ice the remote. Yeah, I feel like we can just jam the SSL. Place the counter? No. They're also not on Rumor Mill. Rumor Mill would be disastrous, but they do have a restricted card with Paperclip, so we don't have to play around it. MK Ultra coming down. Looks like they're going to run Archives. Oh, we maybe wanted to purge there. Because they're going to trash this Crisium. I still think we res it. So 1 server is going to be open to them. It's pretty bad. Wait, you can put this on a central server? You can put this on a central server? Why don't people put these on central servers? They can't deal with the Hordem, can they? Okay. I thought this was only in a remote. Isn't this really good for Dirtle decks to put on your HQ or whatever? Oh yeah, they can do that. Okay, our money's falling apart. That's okay, at least this surveyor is gonna hit like a truck. Because they use their Palangi. So that's a big old 6 strength surveyor. Our money fell apart, but we do have some options here. With MK Ultra, this is like what? 9 credits? They don't have it. Fortunately, yes, it is. Like, yeah, you can put that on Centrals, right? I don't know why they're not going here. Next turn, we actually probably just purge. SSL incoming, this is fine. I think we purge next turn. I don't want to deal with this imp. Alright, so they can't get through either of those. We don't have to boost. And Bliss on Dirtle Station is a new thing. Oh, Christ, that's rough. Alright, they have 2 tags. If they want to protect their virus breeding grounds, which might be necessary considering they can't... Actually, it's probably not. But I think we purge for value next turn. We can leave this here. It's fine. Or actually, we probably don't. We just Atlas for CVS, put it in a remote hedge fund. IPO. We don't have a DRM or any way to find agendas, right? Like, we could get R&D locked. Seems unlikely with this remote, but the idea is there. They also could die. Like, they might have to respect kill, especially if we have an Atlas token. Like, if they don't clear the counters here, we have a chance of doing either 7 or 4 meat damage based off of the 2 type punishment cards that Wayland generally plays. Oh, it's 11:40. Ooh, this is a long game. I hope Embolus doesn't become my favorite card. There's a chance it might. It is rude as fuck. Yes! Clear tags. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, okay. No. I'm doing it for the CVS. I want to be as fucking rude as possible. That goes in server 1. Hedge. Do we even need to IPO? We could just advance this once. Yeah, that's probably better. Just score SSL? I don't know. Probably. I'm playing really defensively here. I think with the CVS they can do nothing. You win in 2 turns? Not anymore, because we use the token. But like, we have a lot of agendas in R&D, and it's very unlikely to get in. I think they're in what Felicia Days calls pooping position. It might be. I do sit like this on the toilet, but then most people do. And this will put it into archives too, which is like particularly sweet. We're also gonna res this just so they don't get any counters. And they can't pay to trash this, and CVS is just gonna hang out in there. CVS in the archives is like the best thing we could ask for. Oh god, this is so fucking mean. And now, as long as we draw an agenda of 3-2 and we jam into there, legitimately transport monopoly is not going to work out well for us. We are going to lock them out, because with Embolus, you just can't run this remote. It's not Trash HQ Kriz, it's not that unique. No, Chrism isn't unique. Almost none of the regions are, if I'm not mistaken. Fuck, it is an Embolus. It is Transport Monopoly. That's the only agenda we can't score. If it was an Atlas, we could have. Alright. Well, 2 credits isn't a lot. We'll have more next turn. I guess this is better than clicking for credit. Yeah, most grids aren't unique. Alright, we win. Oh god, that's good. Oh man, we scored Transport Monopoly, and it would have been good in this matchup. I think we're gonna take the money. Because no matter what, we can triple advance this. Oh, I put money on Embolus. Wasn't meant to, but it doesn't matter. I just want to have money to res. I probably would have been so upset playing against this. Ah, oh, that's it. Good game. Oh man. Oh, we will wall to wall. Yeah, okay. Good game. Oh, that's so rude. Oh, that's so rude. Iceless remote. A good game. And that's kind of the lockout, right? Like if they don't have money, they can't contest Embolus. So we'd fucking dirtled. Oh, that was a cool one. That was a mean one for sure. Hey, thanks. You too. Okay, thanks for sharing that deck. We'll play. Thank you. We were actually like, that's a long ass game, like only 13. Oh, that was the best drafter I've ever fired. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, that was definitely the best drafter we've ever fired on this channel. But like we drawing the Oaktown earlier, we definitely would have jammed it for money. We've never seen what a Winchester is. Don't know what those subroutines are. We'll never figure that out. Gold Farmer's weird. Probably not worth 6 influence. There's no way this is worth 6 influence in this deck. We could do something better, couldn't we? And we don't have Marimatis. I thought we did, but we don't. That's fine. We have attitude adjustments. Good. I have to admit, I was dubious. That was cool. That was really cool. We're really lucky that their economy sucked. Because if their economy didn't suck, they wouldn't have been doing these weird shit where they try to go to like 0 credits and still contest our remote. Hey, cheers. Right? Like their economy was no good early, and if they just sat back and set up, we wouldn't have been able to do that. And we struggled to get over the hump, and that's a big thing about their deck. Like their deck gets more value by getting the accesses. Yeah, Gold Farmer was just an I don't know include. Yeah. It was fun. It's not efficient. If not efficient, it was efficient. Man, Embolus is cool. And again, once they get this Embolus down, you just res this for 4, and then they have to spend 8. It's what 8 plus 6, 14 credits to run this remote. Like this is a very good card. I don't know why more people aren't playing this. It's also such a big surprise. It's really awkward in terms of timing, but like when you have border controls, this is really good because you can just be like, okay, go pay to go for the border control, or you res this and you say pay to go through border control twice, paying 8 each time. Let's face it, nobody tunes in here for efficiency. Clicking for credits is good efficiency. That's all for tonight. Hey, we have a tournament on Saturday. If you want to play, this is a link. That's elegant. We will be streaming it, so tune in. We're going to start the stream at around 11:30-ish on Saturday, hopefully to do 4 rounds, so we'll be there most of the afternoon. We have a fair few players signed up. I know there's other tournaments that day, so if you want to just make your day of Saturday to watch some Netrunner content, bounce around between streams, between rounds, we'd be so excited to have you. Again, on YouTube, the VOD of 2 nights ago does exist on Twitch. I'll post the link in the YouTube chat. Don't know why that got pulled down. Thanks to everyone hanging out in chat, everyone watching the VOD. I know it's a weird time as of late. Hopefully you're making the best of things as much as you can. Do stay inside if you can. Don't get sick. Don't get other people sick. That stuff is really important. Keep your spirits up as much as you can. I know employment is really rough and stuff. Canada's been rolling out some stuff recently. Hopefully stateside and other places will come around on that soon. Try to figure out how to get notifications. Yeah, now you're streaming at weird times. For notifications on Twitch, you can hit, there's like a bell, or you just follow, I think, and that does it. On YouTube, you need to hit the fucking bell, because even if you subscribe, they don't give a shit. The YouTube, it's goofing it. It's goofing it up really bad. Thanks to everyone hanging out again in chat in the VOD. So glad that you can be here. Thanks to everyone we played against. Good games to all, and we'll see you on Saturday. If not, enjoy your week. We'll be streaming on Saturday, and probably, I can't promise anything yet, but we'll probably do, we won't do Sunday, we'll do Saturday. We'll probably do like Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Thursday, or something. I'll let you know on Saturday when we get closer to that. Probably bad to put the news right at the end, but who knows? Take care, y'all. Stay safe.